Grand Risers. You already know what it is, right? Like I say, man, it's out here, so let's talk about it. You know, I know you done heard, you know what I'm saying, that what's done took place, you know, with Wayfair. It's done been crazy. Hey, look at, man, it's everywhere on social media right now. It is everywhere. You know, they find the shipping containers with dead bodies in them and stuff like that or whatever, man. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. And this right here is the domino effect. See, when one person get knocked off, you see it trickles down. See, this one we get a better understanding of who the people are that's a part of this crazy stuff that's going on. All of these children that are missing and stuff like that. They saying now that it's done been 6 men that have been arrested on suspicion of planning kidnapping and hostage taking. Now, why is this not going viral right now? I'm trying to figure it out. We got all this stuff going on. They done found a whole live shipping container with a dentist chair in it, with the foot and the wrist straps found in one of the damn containers. Are you serious right now? This is what the hell is going on? People don't think that this shit is serious. Now, of course, you've seen, you know, the Wayfair, you know, articles that's been trending. I know you have. I know you've been checking them out, man. Hey, look, it's everywhere on social media right now, man. It's hard for you not to know what the hell is going on right now. But it just so happens, man, it's a lot of people that still, you know, they in the matrix with this thing or whatever, man. Like I say, man, they got 6 people. They got 6 people right now that's locked up, that's behind this stuff right here. And we've been trying to figure out, like, what's going on with the children? Like how's all this stuff going on or whatever? Yeah, man, it's getting deeper by the damn second right now, yo. You see this? Look at this, yo. They got this joint is soundproof right here. Say the police have found a soundproof torture chamber hidden in a shipping container on the Dutch-Belgium border. Now, this was on July 8th. Now, this took place at 6:16 a.m. A dentist chair with foot and wrist straps was found in one of the containers. Do you see this? Why in the hell would a dentist chair be in a damn soundproof container? You see what's going on, right? So they disfiguring people now. Are they disfiguring the children or are they just disfiguring the adults? What's going on? I would think that a person definitely, you know, who has a dentist chair would have somewhere to go, you know what I'm saying, perform, you know, accurate, you know what I'm saying, dental treatments or whatever. Say the Dutch police uncovered a torture chamber inside one of the several shipping containers near a small village in the Netherlands. See how it's going down, right? Remember when MJ used to do a whole bunch of talking stuff about the Netherlands? Remember that? Remember that Neverland Ranch and all that stuff like that and all that? You remember? Okay, right, facts. That's where we're at right now with Wayfair. And like I say, with all this stuff that's trending out here, I'm saying that it's certain news that just so happens to slip through the damn media. Yeah, it's crazy as hell, man. It's crazy as hell. And like I say, man, it's 6 people. It's 6 people already that's done got hit behind this shit, and they not talk. Why they not talking about this stuff, y'all? Why in the entire hell are they not talking about these 6 men? See, they've been found guilty of planning an attack against Roma in France. See, you see these type of individuals that's out here? You think it's just only going down in Roma in France? Are you fucking serious, man? Look at that. People got cameras. This one, we got a camera outside on what she cook on out there. Say a Roma camp in Bobigny near Paris was attacked in March. This was in March. Now, peep game with this shit right here. 6 men were found guilty on Wednesday, planning an attack against a Roma camp. What is this, near Paris in March, after online rumors that the Roma were kidnapping children from France's capital, poorer suburbs. A court in Bobigny, a northeastern suburb of Paris, found the men guilty of participating in a group form with the goal of committing violence, a provision in France's criminal code that punishes people who prepare acts of violence even if they do not carry them out. What the hell? Now that's crazy as hell. I get it though. I feel like they should be not only punished, I feel like that they should be tortured, to tell you the truth, because a lot of this stuff is taking place with the children. A lot of this stuff is taking place with young adults, okay? Young adult females. And of course you do have these crazy weirdo wackos who have lustful thoughts about little boys, okay? 4 of the men who were sentenced to 5 to 6 months in prison. 2 others received 5-month suspended sentences. The rumors that spread on social media platforms like Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter were followed by an outburst of violence against Roma, despite assurances by the French authorities that no kidnappings or attempted kidnappings have been reported by the police. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? Do you not think that these motherfucking rumors would be spreaded? Do you look here? Do you not think that some real shit will be going on right now? 6 men. You got 6 whole live men right now. That's right. They got them at the center of this shit right here, and they don't want to talk about it. This don't trend. This don't make the news type of shit or whatever. Look at, man, I've been told y'all what the hell is going on out here for quite some time. Now we just seem to have somewhat of some proof of what the hell is going on about this Jim Jank or whatever. Yeah, man, look at the police. They done rolled up the crime network and everything on this Jim Jank right here, man. They say hundreds. They say hundreds of drug dealers. You feel me? That's right. They trying to push the narrative, you know, and try to say, you know, somewhat like this is interconnected with some drugs or whatever. Man, this ain't interconnected with no damn drug, man. We already know what's going on with these pedos. We already know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, with these child predators. We already know what's going on with these sickos and with these damn wackos and these people that got these ill damn intentions and stuff. That's right, to do harm to our children, you feel me? See, the police roll up crime networks in Europe after infiltrating popular encrypted chat app. Now, peep this shit right here. Hold on, let me blow it up. I want you to see this shit right here. I don't want to just talk about it, okay? Hundreds of alleged drug dealers and other criminals are in custody, y'all. Today, after police in Europe, they infiltrated an encrypted chat system reportedly used by thousands to discuss illegal operations, y'all. The total failure of this ostensibly secure method of communication will likely have a chilling effect on the shadowy industry of crime-focused tech. You see this? Operation Venetic. Peep game now. Operation Venetic. That's right, was reported by various police agencies, major local news outlets, and by Motherboard in especially vibrant form, quoting extensively people apparently from within the groups affected. Ain't this some shit right here? The operation involved hundreds of officers working across numerous agencies in France, the Netherlands, the UK, and other countries. It began in 2017 and culminated 2 months ago when a service called EncroChat was hacked and the messages of tens of thousands of users exposed to police scrutiny. You see this shit? You see what's going on out here? Wow. I've been felt like it was some major people connected with this Jim Jank. EncroChat is a step up in some ways from encrypted chat apps like Single and WhatsApp, rather like BlackBerry once did. EncroChat provided customized hardware, a dedicated OS operating system, and its own servers to use, providing an expensive service costing thousands per year rather than a one-time purchase or download. God told my, wow. Messages on the service was supposedly very secure and had deniability built in by letting conversations be edited later. So theoretically, a user could claim after the fact they never said something. Motherboard's Joseph Cox has been following the company for some time and has more details on its claims and operations. Now, messages, hold on, let me show you this, right? Now, you see this right here? You see this messages on the services was supposedly very secure. This is just like the book that you remember when I was telling you about that book that's called The Big Bad Wolf by James Patterson? Remember when I was explaining to you where people tuned into the site and they actually requested women, they ordered women, they sent money, they paid money to have women abducted? See, on that site that they use, they actually had an iris scan to prevent other people from getting into the site. As far as the encrypted, you know what I'm saying, within the site, right? All of the encryptions within the site were very difficult to get into. And if a person did not use their iris scan, they wouldn't be able to get in. Now, they're saying here that messages on the service was supposedly very secure. Now, this is how all this shit right here jumped off, and this is how we got to the point that we at now. We definitely will look at Joseph Cox and various other people. You know, we will look at his ass too, just to figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah, because this is crazy right here, yo. And this is from Inkro Chat. I have to go back to Inkro Chat and then get the full. I'll go ahead and get the full article on Inkro Chat as well. But before that we do that, man, like I say, man, let's look at this stuff, man, for what it's worth, man. Like I say, this is programming. And this is what they've been doing for quite some time now. This level of programming is so damn serious, right? Throughout the TV that they done even distorted reality at this motherfucker, man. They done whole lot of distorted reality up out this Jim Jank, man. Oh yeah, we're gonna take a closer look because I do have some rather disturbing images that I will have to show, maybe, you know, within my private chat or something like that or whatever. But I will share a few of these with you just to show you what the hell is going on. Because I've seen some of the popular sites like the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. I seen those people were talking about this. And of course, they put their watermarks and stuff like that all on here. But they were not willing to go the distance and show you exactly, and I repeat, exactly what the hell is going on. So like I say, we'll most definitely take a look at that as well. With all of these shots, with everything, you know, that has to do with Wayfair at this point. And like I say, we might even have to go a little deeper within the paint because I will open up the lines and allow for you to speak. I just want to get finished with the presentation first. Upon doing so, I will drop the link. And if anybody wants to speak out against this, or if you want to add on anything, that's right. If you want to add on anything about Wayfair, anything what you've seen or heard that I may have missed, most definitely feel free to hit me up in my DM. The same name on Instagram as the channel on YouTube, okay? Most definitely. All right, let's go, man. Now look at this right here. This is mad strange, okay? Now, of course, you've seen this about the zodiac signs and stuff like that or whatever, right? Now, this just so happens to be a bungalow rose pillow that's offered for $13,541.65. They're offering free shipping just for this damn pillow right here. Just for this pillow. At 11:50 a.m., this was posted. This pillow. Now, you got to ask yourself, right? A pillow for $13,000? I don't even think the box would be that damn heavy. But I do have some information from some people that are stating that, you know, while working there, that's right, while working there, that there was some items, some boxes that were beyond fucking heavy. And I'm thinking now that everybody is pretty much kind of, you know, making this shit make sense now. Like, hold on, man. So wait. So we selling this little bullshit ass, you know what I'm saying? This little presswood bullshit ass shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is this? Oh, so it was that damn heavy because of, oh, what? Huh? What? Exactly. Who in the hell think that, you know, they will be working at a spot like this? They're boxing up stuff, you know, within the warehouse, et cetera, Jim Jank. Man, wouldn't nobody be thinking, man, there's no damn body up in there and stuff like that or whatever. Look at this shit. Say they all got different names. They all got different names, yo. What's up with the different names? Like this girl right here, Samaya Mumin, missing from Columbus, Ohio, 17-year-old. She was 17 years old, y'all. 17-year-old young sister out here. Gone. She gone. Y'all, this lost in the matrix, right? Now, peep game. Hold up, peep game now. Now it's with the same demonstration with these pillows. A lot of these pillows, right? A lot of these pillows and products are actually named after people that have went missing, like Samaya. And we'll go a little deeper within the paint. Now I'm going to show you this right here. See this site right here? You see this you see this Paydo site? Right. I'm going to tell you what the name of it is Yandex. If you go to Yandex and you put in the service code number for a product that's actually on Wayfair, this is what it takes you to. Why would it take you to this type of site? With little young girls, 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 years old. Why in the entire hell would it go to this motherfucking site right here? Think about it, y'all. Do you not see what's going on? And the first thing that was up there with the images, right, was a USA flag. Now, I've discussed this with people before, but now we have the proof of all of this stuff right here. You see it? It's called Yandex. You see? See, Mexico. They getting girls in Mexico, getting girls from Hawaii, getting girls everywhere, and they sending them to the Netherlands. You see? And you wondering what the hell is going on. See, that's why we're going to have to take an even deeper look within the policies within the Netherlands and see what the hell is going on. How are these children being abducted? How are these children being disappeared? Why are they missing now? This is the stuff that we're going to look at. You see? Look at this. Office cabinets and all this other shit right here. Shout out to Daisy. The Canada website doesn't have anything like that. Now, this is what Daisy is saying, right? Daisy with that fuck shit. Now, see, right here, it don't have any names, but clearly listed on other joints, right? It does have all of the names. That's right. Not all of the names of missing people, but there are a few names of missing people that correlate. They actually correlate with the products that are being sold on Wayfair. If you go to Yandex and type in any Wayfair SKU code, which is the SKU code, in this order, SRC plus country plus SKU code, this is what comes up. And those were the images that I was just showing you. If you go and then try it, you will see that these are the damn images that actually come up right here. Once that you type in that SKU code, that's right, of those products, this is what will come up, y'all. It's bugged the hell out. See this shit right here? All of this is bugged out. These are missing people who they're actually naming these products after, y'all. Look at this shit, man. So Wayfair has third-party vendors that are human sex trafficking on their website. There are items like throw pillows, cabinets, etc., priced at $10,000 to $20,000 and named after missing girls. How ironic is any of this stuff right here? How ironic is this, family? Let's make it make sense over here. Now, peep game. Now, this lady said that she lived close to Nancy Pelosi in Napa. She said, we live close to the vineyard. She said, I'm not questioning Nancy's taste or nothing like that. She said, I want to know is how can she afford these homes on a government salary, y'all? And how does Nancy Pelosi have a net worth of 120 million? How does she stay in a home like this? Where is this home at? You feel what I'm saying? Come on, man. Think about it. Think about it, man. This is beyond crazy to me, yo. It's like this girl right here, Yaritza Castro. She's on the missing and exploited list. When you get on that list, you already know that it's serious as hell anyway. 16 years old, missing and exploited. Listen here, y'all. Somebody's 16-year-old daughter, somebody's 16-year-old baby is gone, y'all. Can you imagine your baby being gone? You wake up, your baby missing. She go to the mall, then she missing. Go over a friend's house, then she missing. Can you? Yo, then you gotta look at this stuff, right? Now, peep game with all this stuff right here. Yaritza Castro. Ain't that some damn shit right there? Yaritza Castro. Now, here's a throw rug right here. Here's a damn throw rug. Now, look at this shit right here. Now, this is off of Reddit's Conspiracy, and a thread title, Is It Possible Wayfair is Involved in Human Trafficking with Their WFX Utility Collection? Or are these just extremely overpriced cabinets? Hold the fuck. Yo, man, pardon my language. But who gonna pay 10 racks for a cabinet? Note the names of the cabinets. This makes me sick to my stomach if it's true. Okay, Princess Peach 1987 shared an iPhone screenshot of 4 Wayfair items. All utility cabinets, y'all. All utility cabinets. Now, peep game now. You see this shit? Now, Samaya is the girl that I just showed you. Now, Yaritza is the last lady I just showed you. You see the second one? Yaritza storage cabinet. Where have you bought a cabinet, or would you buy a cabinet for damn near $14,000? Okay. Who would buy a storage cabinet called Olivia for damn near $13,000? Okay. Who's going to buy a Naraya storage cabinet that's damn near $15,000? Make it make sense, y'all. So I would think that a storage cabinet is large enough to put a small child or a 5'1", a little 5'1", you know what I'm saying, sister in there. You feel what I'm saying? That's right. That's how small that it is. So they compartmentalizing people now. So they shipping people, right? So they got the right to ship people or whatever. Are they shipping them in containers, or are they shipping them in the motherfucking 18-wheelers and shit? Is they boxed up in there or whatever? Think about it, y'all. I would think that it's an auction as well, to tell you the truth. Now, just to make it make sense, like I said, the second one down right there, Yuritsa. Let me show you Yuritsa for $13,000. Show you Yuritsa. See, you go Yuritsa right here. See Yuritsa? Yuritsa was sold for $13,000 as we know of right now. Okay? As we know of at this point right now. Strange fruit if you ask me. Now, George Soros, best performing stocks of 2017. What took place in 2017? Think about it, y'all. Think about what took place in 2017 that people still talking about. 2017, family. George Soros didn't make amass his estimated net worth of more than $25 billion by making bad stock picks. So George Soros is worth $25 billion, but y'all trying to tell me that Black Lives Matter. Okay. All right. Let me hold up for a second, man. I want to make sure that, you know, what I just said, that shit materialized, okay? If George Soros is worth $25 billion, who in the entire hell is saying anything mad, upset, or feel some kind of way about a business being broken into if this man has $25 billion and he started Black Lives Matter, okay? Hey, I'm just putting it out there, man. Now, when you look at this, this year is no exception. Now, peep game, these 5 best performing George Soros stocks, right, have generated gains of at least 46% so far in 2017. Look, y'all, Extreme Network, NASDAQ, Wayfair, NYSEW, Make My Trip Unlimited. You see this shit? This motherfucker made all this damn money. He made, look at here, y'all. He made how the fuck? He made $25 billion. So you mean to tell me that many people went missing? You mean to tell me that many children went missing? You mean to tell me it was that many motherfucking $13,000 and $15,000 cabinets being shipped out? Come on, man. Make it make sense over here, somebody. Anybody. Can anybody make this shit make sense? That's all I want to know. Okay, Black Lives Matter, right? Yeah, what up? Okay, Texas lawsuit stated, right? Odessa, Texas. Now, a 21-year-old Jonathan Brandon Beeson has been missing. He was last seen Tuesday afternoon after getting out his mom's car. Now, this from the Facebook Jim Jank, right? Now, look at this. Peep game. They go to Naraya storage, the Yuritsa storage. See all these different storages, right? Look at the Samaya storage, the Olivia storage. Look at the prices of this shit right here. Look at the prices of this shit right here. And we were just talking about Jonathan Brendan Beeson. Look at this shit, man. And this is one of the main people that endorsed this brand on their channel. Ellen DeGeneres, y'all. Ellen DeGeneres is the main promoter of Wayfair on her TV show. One has to ask if Ellen DeGeneres has anything to do or had a hand in or at least helped out or is on the payroll of that 25 billion Black Lives Matter dollars. What you think, y'all? What y'all think about that? I'm just wondering, y'all. I'm just wondering. Royal London shops aggregated progress. Look at that product rating and all this shit here about Ellen DeGeneres. Come on, man. Stop playing right now with that thing, man. Come on, man. Look at that Bungalow Rose. Dunning Zodiac sign astrological constellation personalized throw pillow. You remember that Dunning joint I just showed you? Her name is Tori Dunning. She was 15 years old. She from Mount Airy. That's Surrey County. That's right. Mount Airy, North Carolina. You know what Mount Airy, North Carolina is, right? Mount Airy, North Carolina is where they filmed the TV show Andy Griffith. Barney Fife and Andy Griffith. This is where this lady went missing from. This is where this teen went missing from. This is the media, y'all. I keep telling y'all, man. This is the media. Look at this photo. See this photo right here? See the books and all that stuff right there? Yo, with careful zooming in and analyzation, there was actually somebody that zoomed in and looked at these books. And how about every damn last one of these damn books right here is some old pedo ass stuff, right? Yeah, all of them is some old pedo ass stuff. Every damn little children book that they got sitting up there. That's right. And when it was discussed about all of them names, like Zuckerberg, just like Mark Zuckerberg, that's going to court or that went to court already. Ellen name was on there too, just like Oprah name was on there too. And don't try to sit in front like you don't see the damn ankle monitor. Don't play now. She ain't just got an ankle monitor on for nothing. Now, I done seen plenty of folks went to court, left court and went back to court, or either went to court. Now, when you got an ankle monitor on, we know what's going on with the ankle monitor, okay? Yeah, they want to keep up with you and stuff like that or whatever. That's why I say when that Jeff Epstein case broke, I knew that there was going to be a domino effect of people that was going to come out. I already knew. Anybody that's linked, anybody that's connected with Wayfair, you better believe without a shadow of a doubt. They connected. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. This is what came off of one of the sites. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? Do you see these images? This is what these weirdos, this is what these creeps are out here doing. This is what they doing, y'all. This is what they doing, y'all. Look at this shit, man. This is what they doing, man. Huh? New Baby album for $12,000. So you mean to tell me one of them little girls with their legs spread open and stuff like that, you don't think that they're worth $12,000? You don't think that somebody's selling them? You don't think somebody putting up ransom money? You don't think that somebody actually putting out these motherfucking hits? A New Baby album, Baby Vivi Ray for $11,999. This is the weirdest shit I've ever fucking seen right here, y'all. This is the weirdest shit. Look at this shit. Look at the prices, y'all. And they want us to believe there's some other shit going on. Now, I'm going to show you an even clearer version of all of this right here. This is just within the confines of the presentation right now, but I'm going to definitely make sure that I show you all of this and more, because there's a lot dealing with this Wayfair situation right now. There is a lot. There's a lot. And like I say, just from a fucking easy Google search, you can see within itself, right? Look at the numbers and look at how staggering that these numbers actually are. Are you serious? So it's 460,000 children that are missing. But George Soros has $25 billion, probably even more now. 460,000 children are missing, y'all. You don't think that this got something to do with the media? You don't think this got something to do with these weird ass children program watching ass clowns that's on here and stuff like that or whatever? Come on, man. We'll go ahead and make it make sense then. Let's go, man. You can see it. It's right there. Right, look, right in front of your damn eyes right there. Do the knowledge, man. Do the knowledge now. Natasha, look at this. Natasha Dotto. See this shit right here? Now the girl down here at the bottom right here, you know what I'm saying? Duplex, you know what I'm saying? Which is just a Duplessis zodiac sign and stuff like that or whatever. Look at this shit right here. Samara Duplessis or Duplessis. I don't want to misstate her name. But you can see at the top where it's highlighted that there's a Duplessis zodiac sign, astrological constellation, personalized throw pillow for $10,000. Man, these people got to do better than that. These people got to do better than that, y'all. Hey, look here. They can't get over on us like that. They can't get over on us like that. Come on, man. So you're saying that this is a coincidence? This is a coincidence. That's what you think. So you don't see anything wrong with this. You don't see any of this stuff that actually adds up. So I guess you amongst the sleepwalkers, huh? So you are amongst the sleepwalkers, huh? Because we don't do sleepwalkers in this chat right here, family. We don't do that over here. Now, peep game. This guy right here Don Gabrielle say, I work for Wayfair. I wouldn't be surprised. The boxes were heavy as fuck for no reason. We had some thing called ASAPs, which meant we had to load them faster, and all of them were fucking huge. ASAPs like ASAP Ferg, ASAPs like ASAP Rocky, ASAP like MK Ultra within itself, if you ask me. Now, he say that he worked there. He say he wouldn't be surprised. He say that them damn boxes were heavy as fuck. He say the boxes were heavy, y'all. I don't know why them boxes with that little press wood, I don't know why no box with no throw pillow gonna be that damn heavy right there coming from Wayfair. See the shit I'm talking about? They won't put this shit in the media, though. Man, they don't want to put this shit in the media for nothing, man. Man, they won't put it out there for nothing, man. You got people out here missing and everything, man. These people just scratching the surface, man. Why these reporters ain't doing their damn job out here, y'all? Look at this, man. Missing Ohio persons. Look at Dustin Shane Erskine. He's an endangered runaway. The brother was 5'4", 17 years old, 130 pounds. Why is this not trending? Why y'all not talking about Dustin? Why y'all ain't talking about him? Why y'all ain't talking about Dustin Erskine? Or anything that got to do with Wayfair right now? Look at this, man. See this book, right? That's on the Zoom in with the Zoom in. And I will have another segment, you know, within the part 2 to show you what these damn books are, right? Now, peek it, same shit. Look here, same stuff. Same stuff connected to these websites. Look at Erskine. See this? Look at this. Erskine, 1 drawer, nightstand. Erskine, 1 drawer, nightstand. Now look at how much the damn nightstand costs. Look at this little press wood. Peep game now. $1,049. So what did they do with Erskine? Did they take out, what did they do? Take out his small intestines? What did they do? What did they do? Discard him after they took his ribs? What happened? Did they take his lower intestines? Did they take his femur? His lung? There's a strong possibility that this is what people are doing. And God forbid if something like that happened to him, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. But just from information I've researched in the past, it has led me to believe that there are people that are doing this stuff, y'all. And we just can't keep letting this stuff happen out here, man. You keep on sitting around waiting on that damn news. The news ain't gonna tell you nothing. The news is a part of it, y'all. The news is a part of it, y'all. It's crazy. And then, like I said, I ain't even gonna hold that back. We'll get into that right now. Here you go, straight from the crate. Now, this lady right here, Marie McMillan, she stated, I looked up each book on the shelf, drug trafficking in a kid's corpse, runaways and slaves going astray, Kennedy ties with Hollywood, the Clintons and their rise, and Rose for virtue, obviously, virginity, 666. Why would they have those books featured on a nightstand that they're selling for $1,000 with the name Erskine, just like Erskine, the guy Dustin, that went missing? Think about this stuff. Come on, man. It don't take a rocket science to figure it out. Don't take no rocket science. Y'all be getting ready, because after this live, right, like I said, after this presentation, man, I'm going to definitely let y'all call in, because I want to hear it, man. I need to know what's going on, like Joe, you hear me? Like I say, this Wayfair thing, man, it is a situation, man, that we cannot turn a blind, look at, man, we can't turn no blind eye with this thing. We can't turn no fucking blind eye. We can't turn no blind eye to none of this stuff out here, man. Yeah, because like I say, man, in the media, this is what they do. This is the way that they move. This is the way, look, this is the way that they get down. And at the same time, they'll have you thinking that it's something that it's not. Something that it's not. These folks stand up in these big luxurious houses. You know what I'm saying? They don't have mega exclusive salaries and stuff like that. So you got to try to ask yourself like, damn, how's all this stuff even coming about? So you already know what I'm going to do, because we at that portion right now. Shout out to everybody that came through for the presentation portion of the live stream. I appreciate y'all bearing with me anyway. I'm going to go ahead and then drop this link off in the chat. If there's anybody that has anything that they'd like to say in reference to Wayfair, anything that has to do with these inappropriate child sites that have been listed online, most definitely come through. That's what's up, right? You know, we got to get the awareness in. We do everything else, laugh, joke, talk, you know, trash and all of those stuff right there, roast folks ups and all of that. But hold on, man. You got your coffee, right? Okay, now it's time to discuss Wayfair. Does anybody want to discuss this stuff? Anybody want to call in? Let me hold on for a second and see. Brother Max, what's going on, brother? I think I got Brother Max up here. I don't know if he plugged in or not. Brother Max, what's going on?
We plugged in.
Peace. How you?
What's good, man?
I got Sister Nikki up here with us too, all right? Everything good? What's up, Nikki?
Aloha.
Blew my mind this morning.
That's what's up. How y'all feel?
Need some coffee for this mess, but you know.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and say, the main thing that stood out, you know, besides the obvious things, is 460,000 reported cases. That's reported cases. What about the cases that aren't reported? Those are people that actually care about the people that are missing. That number is actually a lot higher than what it should be. Man,
I think it is too.
Go ahead.
I think it is too. I think that was just a rough estimate, but yeah, this is an atrocity, man. This is something that we got to pay attention to, man, because these guys are getting sharper and a hell of a lot smarter when it comes to disappearing our children, man.
Yeah, man, this is the first time I heard about Wayfair, but this particular tactic of using, you know, dressing up items, giving them code names so that people on the inside know what they're buying. It's similar to what you said about the book, is it Wolf in Sheep's Clothing or something similar to that?
The Big Bad Wolf,
The Big Bad Wolf. Everybody had a code name based on the specialties or the skills that these people were good at. In the same way, you know, I read through a couple of articles of people giving testimony of that they came across on the dark side of the internet. That was a method of chat rooms that was having discussions about how do you purchase, you know, things that were high quality items, and they talked about them as if they were furniture. They talked about them as if they were pillows. You know, they made it so that these things were inanimate objects, but you know, one person broke character because he had to make sure, and he was like, how low are we talking? And he said around 5 to 7 years. You know, things like that is how he broke that character. I'm gonna see if I can try to find that too. But this type of talk is actually quite common. So when you bring this and say that, oh, you actually have a corporation or organization that does this now we're getting somewhere. And dealing with the media, one thing I have to point out that the media isn't what our taxpayers' dollars pay for. This is a private organization. Anybody can just, you know, go and say, I'm a news media. And then they get funding from advertisers and things like that. They get a team that has cameras, you know, people who give out these scripts to read. You know, anybody can do that. You're free to do that. So there's nothing special about these media organizations. Only thing special about them is the people who actually fund these people.
That's right. And that's what we're getting to now. And I'm thinking that's where Nikki wants to chime in as well. Go ahead, Nikki. You good?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't want to interrupt, but no, I've been making my notes. You know, I had a bunch of different points, but we'll start from the end and go backwards. We'll start with Wayfair. I had some questions, I guess, maybe some just ideas. Wayfair is they list these third party vendors, right? So, as what you were saying with the forum earlier, how it's third-party deniability, like people can just, like, we're not responsible for what people post on our site.
That's right.
So is Wayfair in that same position?
Wayfair is in that same position because I'm gonna give it to you like this right here. If you go to court, right, and let's say for instance that you get pulled over and they say they pulled you over because you didn't put, you know what I'm saying, on, you know, you didn't identify with a signal. You didn't switch a signal on or whatever. So they pull you over. So then when they pull you over, they smell a little stench of marijuana up in there. Okay. that gives them reason to go a little deeper within the surface. You feel what I'm saying? So this
Right.
what gives me deeper to go within the surface, seeing this about these children names and about these people
Absolutely.
that has listings for these third-party vendors, because the third-party vendors are not liable. You will be held liable if the weed smell is in the car and you're operating the vehicle. It don't make a damn about who say it was mine. No, we're in the vehicle. Okay.
Right. It wasn't my car, not my problem. No, that doesn't
That's
fly.
right. That's right. So with this right here, by having a third party vendor, that's saying, hey, me and Nikki got a site, and our site is called Worldfair. And on Worldfair, you know, we can have people that come there and they can post lovely items like, you know, cocoa buttercream and stuff. We'll have a nice bottle with it and stuff, had a logo on there and the whole nine. But then it's only for $5.99. But then let's say that we're offering the same bottle. It looks the exact same damn way, and it's $1,000. And let's just say, for an example, right, that it may have the potentiality of the chemicals broke down from a physical person that's actually skin cream or wrinkle-free cream or skin medicine cream. Do you understand that they have water cremation systems that are way beyond burning your ass up? They can put you in the water and it'll remove all of your skin. It'll take all the skin off your bones, and they will use this. They'll use this for redefining cream for people and stuff like that or whatever. That's where I'm going with this, Nikki.
Right. Yeah, those machines are not very widely. I mean, sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. They're not really legal in America, like crematoriums and stuff. They don't really use it. It's called aqua hydrox.
I got it. I got it.
Right. I was just watching a video about that earlier.
I'll make sure that I do a special live, especially for you, and go deeper into that and show you what's going on with these alpha hydraulic systems and things like that. And I will state this right here, not to cut you off, but the place where it got approved at first in the entire world is in California. There's a guy that's a professor, and his name is Dean Fisher. Dean Fisher is the one that allowed for all of this to take place. Now, as far as what his connections is and who's funded him, I don't know, but I definitely will pull up the Jim Jank and show it to you. Okay, that's right.
Okay. Wait, I had other notes. Okay. ASAPs, that text about the guy who worked for Wayfair was talking about the ASAPs and how they were so heavy. And I just wanted to just make a little note. I just purchased a whole makeup vanity with a mirror and a stool from Walmart.com. It was delivered to my house. And I live on the 3rd floor walk up, and I picked it up all by my little old self. I had no problem carrying it all the way up the stairs. It wasn't heavy. So there's no reason for anything, not even a whole bookshelf or a cabinet, to be any kind of heavy.
Well, like I said, if it is any kind of heavy, you already know what that should give us an idea of on what it is, especially if the item is named after someone, possibly a missing child. It has their name as the item.
Is there
Come on, man.
Is there, like, can you tell when, like, what date the item went live on the site compared to the date that the person went missing?
That is a great question, and I think that you and I will have to sit down and bust a move and see if we can't figure that out. Because one thing I will tell you is this right here. All right, like you can Google anything, and let's say, for instance, you Google Jeff Epstein's island. When you go there and when you go on Google, scroll down about 5 or 6 spots, and you will see that some articles has like a little slash in it. You know what that little slash means?
What is that?
That slash means that the original content has been removed from the article, and they had a third party that stepped in, most notably the person that bought the image and the people that usually buy the images. Like when that stuff took place with Nipsey Hussle, as well as various other people in TMZ got it. They got it from a place that's called Getty Images. Getty Images. That's right. Getty Images will then take over. Okay. And they'll slash out whoever that wrote the article. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna mute up for a second.
I was just gonna ask you a quick question. When you said there's a slash through it, you're referring to like the strike through when they put a line in the middle of the hyperlink.
You're correct, brother.
Okay. I want to verify that. Go ahead.
Yes, and what I was saying in reference to people like Getty Images, and then once that they get their hands on it, that's what you call the Associated Press. See how that work, Nikki? With a third party vendor, it's just switching up the name, the Associated Press. See what I'm saying? Somebody can get killed right down the street from you. It won't be on the news because you know who will have it? The Associated Press. Okay? Just like the third party vendors. See, Wayfair can get blew up in every motherfucking thing. But as far as the third party vendors and shit, did we find out who the fuck that they are? Hell no, they ain't gonna tell you the fuck that they are because they're all interconnected. Okay? They're all interconnected.
They're hidden behind the server.
See what I'm saying? They behind the veil. You feel me? They like the motherfucking. You remember that dude on the Wizard of Oz? Remember that dude on the Wizard of Oz? Remember how he was? You thought he was big and bad, didn't they? He had all them flying monkeys and everything out there in the woods and witches and all type of stuff flying on brooms. He wasn't no damn body. He was just standing behind the curtain and stuff. That's all he was doing.
Fat old man.
Sad little lonely dude.
Okay. Dealing with these third parties, if you don't mind me interrupting. There is auditing the process of that. So every year or every quarter, if I'm not mistaken, most businesses or any type of private business has to put out their information to the public every time they do purchases and things like that. And in these documents that anybody can find, audit records or anything like that, they're supposed to report how much money they made and for what. And in these records, I know that even if you say like they do have records of a third party person, they can easily replace that person with something else. You know, it's a common tactic for fraud, you know, if they're doing like underground things and playing with the numbers. I forgot what it's called. I believe it's called burning the books. You guys familiar with this process?
Cooking the books.
Yeah, cooking the books. There you go.
Right.
So even if those people are in the records and things like that, and they don't want that to be known, they can easily switch things around so that it looks legit.
And you know what? That's a very great point that you just stressed on. And I want you to check this out right here, Nikki. I don't know if you heard about it, but there are people that are out here, they're employed, and they're called mailing brokers. And this is what the job of a mailing broker is. Like if you're in prison, and let's say I'm in jail and I write you a letter, and you write me a letter back, and then 2 days later, you get some coupons and stuff, you know, in the mail, you know, to go buy some cereal and stuff like that or whatever. Mailing brokers are the people that actually sell your address and all of your information to people so that they can find your ass and basically do like a throw it off campaign or promotion for other stuff, all the while they're watching you.
Right. That's how spam mail works too. They just sell your information. Same basic principle.
Same principle. But the only thing about it is that mailing thing that was way before online. That's why I say these people have been doing this for quite some time. We're just now catching up on this stuff. Let's say you write somebody, you send somebody a money order in prison and stuff like that and all that. You feel me? And then you wonder why certain ads start coming up on your phone and stuff like that and the whole damn nine. Right. Okay. I just wanted to make it make sense to you. That's how
they used to have ads in the newspaper for jobs for that.
Oh man, yeah. They do it the most online. Like that's why you have so many different pop-ups that come up online, man. When people are out here doing these general searches on stuff like that or whatever, and like I say, they don't have like no damn like no clone IP or no shit like that or whatever. You gotta understand, man. Some weird stuff will start not only happening with your phone, but happening to your account as well. These people are everywhere, man. And the main people that they're targeting right now are our children. Yeah. Our children. That's right.
Because our children don't know what to look for and how to protect themselves when they're online, which is why it's our responsibility to do it for them.
Now, if the children did know what to look for, we wouldn't have any problem. You know why? Because children sponge things. A child could learn a second language way quicker than what you could, Nikki.
I can't.
I'm dead serious. A child, man, man, they go to school and hear that thing like 1 or 2 times, man. That thing in there by the day. They'll come home talking about all type of stuff. That's why you got to be aware of what your child or children are actually ingesting, because they can actually be ingesting things through the media that will cause them to clothe and to have a veil on the things that they should bring to their parents' attention. Even strange men that are looking at them in the stores and stuff like that, man. You got to watch that stuff sometimes. Yeah, man, you got to watch that stuff, man. These people are working with a very elaborate system that dates beyond the internet and the World Wide Web. That's why I mentioned the mailing brokers. You see, this shit been going on since the damn 80s.
Right.
Why do you think now it's 2020? You don't see any missing persons on the damn milk box on the back of the damn, milk carton or whatever. Think about it.
No, they're all in front of the bathroom at Walmart.
You feel what I'm saying? Right, at Walmart. So you got to ask yourself, damn, does Walmart sell milk? Oh, okay, well, damn, why they don't just, why aren't they a part, of the whole movement within itself of advocating and bringing awareness for children that are missing? Got all kind of milk, soy milk, goddamn coconut milk. You got all kind of damn almond milk. You got all kind of damn milkshakes and everything. They need to start putting them on the damn milkshake cups at Sonic and stuff like that, damn man, or Dairy Queen, any damn well.
Well, if they do that, then people are taking the faces home with them. And then before the internet, when the faces were on milk cartons, if the person took the image home with them, they weren't really going to have everything in their face to compare it to. You know what I mean? Now, if I have an image of a girl who's missing in my fridge every day and I'm online every day, I'm much more likely to come across her face or her name or something. So it's not in their best interest to send those images home with us.
You know what I think? Nikki? And I'm keeping it real with you right now. You know how you ride past and you see billboards? Have you ever seen like the billboards in like Times Square in New York? You know how they change and stuff like that? They got some in Charlotte and a lot of big cities like Atlanta. Like you would ride past, like if you ride in front of like the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, like for, like where the Falcons playing stuff, they got that screen, it'll change and they got words on it and stuff like that.
Right. I'm in Tennessee for the first time ever, and I'm seeing billboards for the first time in my life. We don't have billboards in Hawaii at all.
Right. So that's why I put it like that. That's why I put it like that. Now just imagine if y'all did have those type of billboards that would heighten the awareness of children that were missed. See, that would be something that Kukana could be talking about instead of just running for a position. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all, there could be ways to boost people's awareness so people could gravitate to it and say, well, damn, that person missing too. Yeah, man, you riding and you see the sign, man, that's what's up right there. And that's how you more or less put a stop to these people that are gathering up these children collectively.
If you see somebody's name over and over and then you just happen to be innocently shopping on Wayfair and you're like, wait, this word sounds familiar. Where did I see that? And then you're going to make the connection yourself.
As opposed to just saying it. Oh, I did hear about Wayfair. What's that stuff about Wayfair? Yeah. Right. While you doing that, the car right beside you or that truck right beside you, that's right, could be transporting Samaya or Yaritza or any one of the names that are featured for that pressed wood overpriced furniture that they sell.
Which is an excellent segue into my next note about that shipping container in the Netherlands, in France. Where was that? With the dentist chair in it?
Yeah, that was in the Netherlands.
Right. I DM'd you that the other day because it reminded me so much of that abandoned van that there was a video circulating about for a few days.
Right.
Not the one in Hawaii. Not the one in Hawaii. There was a van. I don't know where they found it, in Chicago or Jersey or something. But it was soundproof. It had gas lines. Had fluid drainage, and it was just abandoned somewhere. And there was a video of agents or cleanup crew or something from the government who were going through, and they showed all this, and these women were scared. They were terrified. And this is something they do for a living.
I can imagine how they felt. I don't know if you or Max was, tuning in the other day on Facebook, but the brother Crime Chaser actually showed the other day where the cops had a vehicle that was surrounded, a blue SUV, and the blue SUV, they actually took out an AK-47. So just imagine if, somebody's, 18 to 19 years old, they walking past and the window down and it's just a AK-47 sitting on the seat. What they gonna do?
Ma, I'm almost 40 years old and I don't even know what I would do. I don't think age matters in that situation. You're just gonna be scared, period.
Well, like I say, when you put yourself in the shoes of someone that age who may be in a situation, whether it's beefing online or beefing in person or whatever, you got to think about somebody's going to open that door, grab that gun, and they're going to mysteriously disappear with it. And then what's going to happen is multiple black people will be killed. Okay, because the AK-47 did not come from black neighborhoods.
Right. We all know that.
That's a good point, and I haven't seen that. That's a really good point, because even my nephew was always wild. You know, he's serving time, 20 years in prison right now. But when he was at the age of 13 or 14, you know, he would always get in this shit. He stole vans when he was 12 years old. He was stealing, and he moved on to robbery next. And every time I turned around, he had a pistol, and I'll end up taking it from him. But then next thing you know, he'll turn around 2 weeks later, he got another one, and he'll be smiling when he showed it to me. But what he was showing me, that it was relatively easy for him to get these weapons. And if you only make it easier for children like him to get these weapons, they are more prone to do things like that. So I do see what you're saying.
Okay, I got Godmama up in the building with us too. I think exclusive celeb is coming through too. I'm gonna mute up for a second, y'all. Y'all already know how to move on this panel.
Peace and abundance, family. How you doing?
Can I say bye?
Go ahead, exclusive.
Let me just say bye before y'all get started. I'm gonna hop off and back down in the chat. Thanks for letting me come up. Aloha.
Shout out to Nikki, yo, all the way from Hawaii. I'm gonna have to get her to teach me how to say that.
No, I was just coming because I just came up here because when Wurld was talking about earlier, you know, how come, or about all of this is beginning to become exposed, and it's like they don't really care that it's, you know, we've always known, you know, the quote conspiracy theorist, we've always known that this type of stuff has been going on. And because they've created this stigma around conspiracy theorists, you know, that we're crazy, we don't know what we're talking about, and, you know, we just try and make anything out of anything, that narrative has been pushed so much that they can now put it in your face and you won't even question it. You won't look and say, okay, well, maybe this is correct. But with everything that's going on in the universe, the shifting, the veils being lifted, the eclipses, all this stuff, everything is starting to come to light. And the reason, in my opinion, the reason why they really don't care anymore is because if you've paid attention to the LGBTQ, and I think brother said it was IA now, they're trying to push the narrative to involve the pedo community now, where the pedo community has already created their own flag, and it is the rainbow flag, but it is in pastel colors now, and it represents the love of children. And so they're trying to also push themselves into that community, as because that community stands for love is love. It doesn't, you know, you love who you want. And that, you know, I personally, I have no problem with anyone's sexual orientation other than a pedophile. And that was my whole issue with pushing this LGBT stuff, was because I knew at the end of it all, the pedophiles were going to try and insert themselves into this by saying, well, if a man can love a man and that's love, a woman can love a woman and that's love, a man can be a woman and that's love, then why can't I love a child and that be that love? And we have to understand that this rabbit hole is deep. It's not Democratic, it's not Republican. It is a class of people that enjoy doing these type of rituals because they enjoy the rewards that they get out of them. Like this whole COVID, Corona, all of this stuff ties in together in a sense of what is being exposed to you. You have to really open your third eye, so to speak, to see what's really in front of you. And what's really in front of you is all the people that you thought were for you or for a movement or for the community. They're really not. They're just for themselves. And every day, every single moment of the day, kids just come up missing. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous that nobody is sitting around. And I'm just saying, as a collective, and nobody is wanting to talk about these issues. Nobody is wanting to bring these issues to the forefront because it's everywhere. Even in the small sectors of YouTube, you have people who are intertwined into the pedophilic movement, but they mask themselves very well to where you kind of think, but then again, you don't know. And we have to keep we have to keep all three eyes open at all times. We have to question every single thing that happens. It's no longer conspiracy theories. These are facts now because everything is starting to roll out. The flight logs, the crimes against humanity, the lawsuit that is being brought forth that everybody is on because they do these things. So it's time as a collective that we start speaking out about this stuff. We start posting this stuff. We start talking within our own real life communities about this stuff. We start warning and showing the signs to our children and our young adults about what is going on, because we live in a society now where we quote unquote find love over the internet, and that is dangerous. Because whenever I was growing up, we had the AOL dial-up, and we had chat rooms, and we moved into MySpace, and my father was always coming and telling me, Brandy, do not tell these people where you live. Brandy, do not go and try to meet these people. Do not try and do any of this. And I think we have, as a whole, as a majority, we have moved away from teaching our children that just because this person is your friend online does not mean that they are your friend in real life, because you do not know this person in real life. This person that you're sitting here talking to portrays themselves as a 32-year-old mother of this and that and this, and you're like, okay, this person seems cool, let's go meet her. And you go meet that person, and it's a 65-year-old group of men, and they kidnap you and you're gone. Those things really do happen. They're not I can't, the word is not coming to me right now. It's not a game anymore. This shit is real. And we have to start talking about this. We have to lay petty shit aside, and we have to start talking about real life things, because everybody is affected by what's going on. Because even just sitting here in a small community that I live in, I have news notifications pop up that a 16-year-old is missing, a 17-year-old is missing, just in my small community. Now, majority of the time, do they get found because they're runaways? Yes. But that is a blessing, so to speak, because not all of our children get found, especially in bigger cities. And this morning, I just had a news update that a man that lives within my city limits was arrested because he basically kidnapped and unlawfully imprisoned a 17-year-old girl. And when she tried to leave, he basically roughed her up to where she couldn't leave. He put methamphetamine into her drink and made her drink it. And the only reason why she escaped was because she promised him that she was going to come back, but she ended up, going and seeking authorities. So this stuff happens even in the smallest of communities. So we all have to be aware, and we all have to be prepared. We all have to be that quote unquote elder that stands up and says, hey, sister, you know, I see you going down this road. This isn't the road to go down.
Right. It takes a village, and we all gotta look out for each other.
Facts. That is very true.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I woke up this morning and the first thing I seen on my feed was this thing about Wayfair. And so I went on the website, man, and well, I
Can
watched
you
the
adjust your
video.
volume a little bit?
Yeah. Let me go inside. Is it kind of windy? Hold on, let me go in my room.
You're just a little bit low. Your volume's just a little low.
All right. Is it better now? Do I need to put my headphones in?
I can hear you a little better now, yeah.
All right, yeah, I was outside. But I was on Wayfair, and before that I was watching the videos. Man, that stuff made me cry. Just seeing, like, and it's so obvious, and how the owner of Wayfair isn't taking no responsibility. They're trying to spin the narrative we're talking about they're going on strike about the beds, when it really don't even got, I mean, that's a whole nother topic, but it seems like they're trying to take the heat off of what they really are doing and spinning the narrative into something different. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy world. I would just wanted to let you know, like, I was reading all, watching these videos this morning, just crying, watching this stuff, and then boom, you go live and make this video. It's like right there, like you put it all out there, and I just really appreciate that, because this is just crazy, man. Like, this is like my biggest thing. Like, I've been on Pizzagate before it was even called Pizzagate. You know what I'm saying? Back when the Clintons was funding in Haiti, you know, doing the stuff they was doing in Haiti with them children. This was like back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing about this stuff, and I've been trying to get people on. I'm from DC, like right outside of DC. So I know about Comet Pizza. I know about whatever his name is. I know about all that stuff. I've been, like, I wanted to go there just to see what the hell, you know, was going on up in there after that happened. And it's like, you go on his Instagram right now, he got pictures of little babies with pizzas all over. And he ain't never got caught. He got away with it. It's just crazy, man.
It's because he is backed by, he is backed. You know what I'm saying?
By everybody.
And it's funny that you said that, because, you know, and you can probably attest to it, back in the 90s and early 2000s, when we were saying, oh my God, there's this thing called Pizzagate, there's this thing where they do this, people are like, you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about.
People would tell me, like, when the Pizzagate thing first came out with the WikiLeaks, you know, I got real deep into that. I started following this you know, Facebook group page about it. I mean, we was in there, I was in deep into it, and like, I started telling all my peoples about it. Don't nobody want to hear that. People just looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm just giving them so many, like, knowledge, so much stuff going on. And then now these same people hitting me up like, damn, you was right. I just heard about this. This was years ago when all that went down. I'm like, man, I've been trying to tell people this. I've been trying to put people on. People just think, I don't know.
Go ahead, babe.
Nah, you good. Go ahead.
My advice to you, because, you know, sometimes when we speak on things and nobody is listening, and then whenever the time comes and people come and are like, oh my God, you know, you were right, we kind of get a little bit in our ego, like, well, don't talk to me now. But my advice in that situation is because they're ready now. They weren't ready then. The universe hadn't shifted then. They weren't, their veil was closed, and now their veil is open. So keep drilling it into their head, because the only way that we can really fix this is if the collective of the people come together, because the elites are not a part of us. They've never been a part of us. The everyday average Joe, American, Canadian, you know, wherever you are at in the world, you are a part of the change. And it's up to you to keep drilling that into everybody's head, that these people are not who you think they are. These people who have been in they're supposed to be 50, 60, 70 years old, and they still look like they're 20. That's not Botox and plastic surgery. Yeah, adrenochrome.
Yeah, adrenochrome. Yep, all that.
And see, And see, we definitely we'll have a breakdown, you know, on that as well, you know, with those people that actually appear to be younger. And that's what I was going into with Nikki when I was talking about the skin blemishing cream and the wrinkle free cream and defining, you know, beauty cream and stuff like that, whatever. All this stuff has to do, you understand, with these children being missing, with these fetuses being, you know what I'm saying, found up in funeral homes and stuff like that, and the whole damn nine. That's why I say it's all now coming full circle. Only thing we got to do is just keep spreading awareness. So if it was ever something that you or anybody else exclusive had wanted to talk about, if you never got deeper into it, for people who are interested, make sure that you share the video, because it may just be hitting on where that person was trying to go. They might come through and want to talk about it. And then, like I say, then we'll be able to have continued coverage on this as well, y'all.
Facts. Like when Kim Kardashian had a video putting blood on her face as like a skincare routine, trying to say, this is my favorite skincare routine to keep my skin young. That show you right there, like the royal family, Queen Elizabeth. How old do you think Queen Elizabeth?
I forgot about that.
How old?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Can you touch on that? Can you touch on that Kim K thing a little bit?
Yeah, this was years ago. She had made this, I don't know if it was on Instagram. It might have been on her show, matter of fact. It was on her show, her little, whatever that show called. I don't watch that shit, but it was on her show. My mama watched it. And I just remember walking in the room and she got her and her sisters, they got blood all over their face. She at the doctor office. I'm like, what the hell is this? She
Let me ask you something, because I got to interject, because you just made me think about something. Now, let me ask you this question. Who was one of the most notable Sports Illustrated models in the 90s? Let me ask you that there.
I'm going to say Pamela Anderson.
Nope.
Was it Naomi?
It wasn't Kathy Ireland either. Nope. Sure wasn't.
Was it
Sure wasn't.
It wasn't Naomi either.
Think about the girl that no. Think about the girl that got that little mole right there by her lip that disappeared.
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at Cindy Crawford now, that's all Cindy Crawford is doing, is talking about them damn skin creams and shit like that and the whole damn nine. You see how they use her, right? See how they disappeared her up out of the scene? Because see, they had another assignment for her. You see, she could have been on them damn movies. She could have been on James Bond and all that shit. She could have been on all them movies that Carmen Electra and them and Cameron Diaz and them playing. She could have been in the shit too. But why you think her ass ain't up in there? Because it's a whole motherfucking agenda out here, y'all. You feel me? They put people in positions for certain reasons. Why you think that the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue motherfucking be on HBO? It's the same channel where they had Pimps Up, Hoes Down on HBO. Okay? This is what they doing. This is what they doing right now, fam.
Facts. And speaking on her, I remember one time when I was working at the Hard Rock, I had to go take a drug test, and I worked graveyard, so I had to go to like the hospital, to the lab in the middle of the night. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. They had the TV on, and that's exactly what was on for about, and I was in there for about 2 hours because I kept drinking water after water because I was trying to clean my piss. You know what I'm saying? And basically for 2 hours straight, they just played nonstop her skincare, just advertisement for her skincare thing. 2 hours straight on the TV. I'm like, what the hell? Who gonna sit there for 2 hours straight watching this anyway? But like, what's the point of this?
I'm gonna show you the point. The same way how you or anybody else unsuspectingly would watch a protest where people would riot, and they would riot and break out windows and stuff like that, all for the sake of Black Lives Matter. It's the same damn thing. Same damn thing. You see how they did the I can't breathe with George Floyd? See, they want you to keep saying that mantra right there. They want you to say that so your ass won't be able to breathe. Okay?
It's a spell.
The same way how continuously it's a mantra within itself. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
And what happens is after you say it or hear it over a period of time, that within itself, it becomes you. It'll become you to the point where even your grandmother might be watching a TV show and she might just want to click on soon as your grandma click on that motherfucking order that skincare cream, them damn mailing brokers got her address, and that's when funny stuff start happening. Somebody will have a damn vehicular accident probably 2 doors down from where your grandma stay at. It'll be some crazy stuff to happen, and when everybody out there looking at the damn the vehicular accident, the collision that took place, that be the moment right there where somebody be in one of them damn white vans be out there riding around and scouting for them kids while everybody out there with their damn recording shit. That's when they be recording stuff too, trying to get a make and model of the house, trying to see where the kid came from, and trying to see if there's any potentiality to disappear the child.
That's a fact. I wish I could show you like my apartment complex that I live in. Literally, and I'm in the middle. You go around in a circle. My apartment's in the middle, and the park is literally 5 feet in front of my apartment. You know what I'm saying? I could easily just sit out on my deck and watch my kids at the park. I would never do that. I would never. And my daughter, you know, she's 7. She ain't old enough yet, but still, regardless, she always asks me, "Mommy, can I go to the park by myself?" No, no, no. And back in my day, when I was her age, we could do stuff like that. We could ride our bikes, and you know, your mom look out the window. You know, you in front of the neighborhood. Is different now. I mean, it was like that then, but now it's.
I want to correct you. You're not saying that wrong, but I want to correct you. Yes, it did take place back then. You just didn't know about it. Okay. Yeah. What took place was there was no motherfucking internet. That's right. And then that's why them damn milk cartons started disappearing with the missing kids on the back of it. Was like, I think it was more children that was missing back then than what the hell it is right now, to tell you the damn truth, because George Soros got $56 billion. What you think about that right there?
Facts. And why we don't never get I don't never get no more notifications on my phone when children go missing no more, like Amber Alerts. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't got an Amber Alert in so damn long. And like, I thought that was the whole point of that. I mean,
I get Amber Alerts daily. I get them daily. You know why you might not be getting the Amber Alerts? Because I think somewhere within there, you probably said, I'm tired of this or whatever. Let me try to turn this off or whatever. This or that. You know, these people are something serious.
I ain't turning nothing
Hey,
off.
look at here.
Because
look at here.
I even got this thing. It's called like Dog something, where you can. It's an app where you can see around your neighborhood, like who on the pedophile list and stuff, who a sex offender. Right. Yeah, I don't play that stuff, and I'm in Mississippi, so it's a lot of weird stuff to go out here. It's a lot of weird ass people out here too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of weird people that like to stand by, old men that like to stand by the park. Man, I be watching everything. I'll be on my deck every day, just watching, peeping out everything.
And that's another thing. As a collective, as a community, we need to make sure we have those apps in our phones that let us know when a sex offender moves into our neighborhoods or in our communities, so we can put the face with the predator. And if we see the predator where the predator is not supposed to be, we can handle that situation accordingly, because we have no more excuses as to why we don't know anymore. We have no more excuses. That's because we have enough technology out here that allows us to keep up to date and informed on what's going on in our community. And the whole Black Lives Matter thing, to me, is funny in a sense of who funds it, because we're saying Black Lives Matter because our life matters, and we want people to stop treating us a certain way, and et cetera, et cetera. They're saying Black Lives Matter because they understand the chemical makeup of the Black indigenous being. They understand the chemicals that they can drain out of the Black American or the Black person. They understand the organs. They understand all of that. So to them, a Black life does matter, but it doesn't matter in a sense of whether they're dead or alive, because they can still get what they need to get out of them.
Exactly. And that's why they rather them being dead, be in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And like, as far as with the Black Lives Matter, you know, it's only certain people I can talk to about, like, the real, because a lot of my people, you know, like, they down for it, and I understand, you know, where they coming from, because they don't have the knowledge of where it come from. But I understand the certain type of people I could talk to about it, and the certain type of people I can't talk to about it, especially with me being a white female. You know what I'm saying? I gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying, play it easy, because a lot of people don't understand the 3 ladies, you know what I'm saying, that started it. All them ladies is witches. All them ladies come from fraternities, come from all, like, you got to do some research on that too. Like, they doing some witchcraft. I don't know if y'all believe in that or not, but they doing some stuff. And then, of course, George Soros, who funds it, we already know about that. So it's a lot more to it, you know, but you got to be careful, especially being a white person who has that knowledge, it's only certain, you can only talk to certain people about it. You know what I'm saying? Because other people look at you like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm standing all the way for black people, all the way. You know, I got 2 black children. Like I've been like that my whole life. My people's not racist. Like I grew up in an area. I come from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And we was the only white people, so I already know what it is. But it's like I got to be careful on who I talk to about it, because a lot of people are ignorant to what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to really get
Mm-hmm.
off topic. But you know, I just want to
Well,
put that
you
in
got
there.
to understand that a lot of people are speaking when they get upset. They're talking to you out
Uh-oh.
of their emotion.
Can I interject for a second? I
They're
just
not.
want to let y'all know that I'm enjoying
Go
this
ahead.
conversation, okay?
Me too. But they're talking to you out of emotion. They're not talking to you out of logic, because it, it's deep. It's deep when you get into the the real of everything. You know, it's real deep out here, and you have to be, even me as being biracial and very light complected, I have to tiptoe around certain situations. But the way that I was raised, I don't tiptoe, because I know where I come from when I speak what I say. So
Right.
when you touched on them being in witchcraft, there we have to understand that there is a dark side to witchcraft and there is a light side to witchcraft. That's why I don't like using the words white magic, black magic, because it's it's not true. You know, you've either got the light spectrum of it or you've got the dark spectrum of it. And they tend to go with all of the elites, all of the people who are in all of this chaos. They they do dark magic in a sense of sacrificing children, sacrificing, you know,
Torture,
yes, a
all that.
collective. And
Yep.
if you really sit down and pay attention, every mass murder, every situation that happens, if you want to court, you can court. Hold on, there's a car coming by and it's kind of loud. If you want, you can correlate that to what's going on in the cosmos, in astrology, in the universe. You know, they use this to their advantage, because they know that, and you know, Sister Aurelia has spoken on this many a times, where
Bless her
they're
heart. I love
the
her.
I know, right? She drops some good gems all the time, where their time is up, the 400 years is over,
That's
so
right.
that we're able to really become free now.
That's right.
And the freedom isn't always necessarily physical. The freedom is more of a mental freedom, where we're
Right.
able to, because once we break out of our mental oppression, we can get into our physical freedom, because you
Exactly.
can't be physically free and still be mentally enslaved. That does not work.
And that
So they
comes down
do.
to everything. That comes down to the
Yes.
music. That comes down to, you know what I'm saying? And me being a white ally is very important for me, you know what I'm saying, to speak my truth as much as possible, especially being in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's what I try to do every day, every time. I don't like to leave my house right now because of this corona. But every time I do, you know what I'm saying, I always try, you know what I'm saying, to speak my truth when I can, you know what I'm saying, when the time is right. I do what the hell I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm an ally and I know I'm in an area where they need a lot of white allies right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm. But this thing, like I said, this thing is deeper. Because I've been studying esoteric, exoteric, and metaphysical knowledge for quite some time now, and it's deeper than a complexion.
Absolutely.
We're basically in a time where it's the
It's a spirit.
soul
It's a
versus the
spirit.
soulless.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a spiritual warfare.
And we have a lot of soulless people in different colors of bodies. It's not
Exactly.
just one specific body, one specific color of a body that holds soulless beings. It's coming into different colors of people now, and so therefore you can't, historically speaking, You know what I'm saying? We can say, well, it was all white people that did this. Historically speaking, yes, we can say that.
And it
But we
was.
also have to, now we're in a area to where, okay, we've done mixed the melting pot, we've done did this, we've done did that, and we still have conflict going on. And it's because we have a lot of people out here who, what I consider, are robots, who are non-soulless beings, who form to any and everything that they can, and they thrive off of chaos. And a
And
lot
speak
of the people who are in the elites are your soulless beings. They have no soul.
and
They know
speaking
that
on
this is
that,
the end game.
what's his name?
Go ahead, babe.
Damn, I can't think of his name, and I'm so sorry to interject, but I just wanted to get this out. It's this man and World. I know you know his name. He's the one creating these things to put in your head. Basically, it's like a little chip, and it will basically allow you to anything wrong with your brain, it can fix, basically, so to speak. And I don't know if you've seen the video on it, World, and I know you don't like videos getting sent to you, so I probably won't send it, but I'll probably put it on my page. But basically what it's about, and he said at the end of it that what it's going to come down to is they have the technology to where they could basically turn you into a robot. Like they can put that
Facts.
chip, they could put that chip in you, and basically you and live in after, because he said humans ain't gonna last for too much longer. So this is the next step,
Mm-hmm.
and they already doing this right now. They just not, because they already have the technology. He already said we already have it, so you already know they doing it. So when you're looking at all these elite politicians, not just politicians, even above them, when you're looking at the Rothschilds, the Royals, all them, Queen Elizabeth, you think Queen Elizabeth 90, 80 years old? Hell nah. That lady, I swear, I think that lady about 800 years old. Like, and I could be
Mm-hmm.
wrong, but like that's what they really trying to get to next. And I hate, I'm not trying to get off topic because I do that sometimes, but I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
It's all kind of on topic because it all deals with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I see Mr. Peanut Nola. He popped in up here. How you doing, sir?
What's up,
How
brother?
you doing? How y'all doing? How you doing, world? Um, the chickens have came home to roost, how you
Mm-hmm.
doing on this exclusive? We had great dialogues in the past. I want to tell you you're very knowledgeable and you got a lot of bravery because you are one of the people that stands up no matter what color you are. Okay, so I appreciate you every time I listen to you talk. I want you guys to understand when I say the chickens have come home to roost, they have passed a bill to where they're fighting with a bill in San Francisco where it's called the Karen bill. Now we got Karens that throughout history that has caused the death of black. We have Karens that have caused the death of Emmett Till, from whistling and stuff like that. So they're passing a bill so these people won't be able to just make up things against black people. Now I want you to understand that yes, these people, the white woman, and this is the white woman has been the worst threat for the black man. And I'm not talking about you guys. Please don't take this in the wrong way. But
Most
the white,
definitely don't.
yes,
Not at all.
and exclusive.
100%.
You know me more. You know me, and we have had this dialogue before. Some of these Karens out here are the worst to the black man. They have
The
caused a lot of
worst
pain and a lot of sorrow for the black
with
man
their
throughout
white tears, because the white
and
men take up for them. Yep.
yes, and they always have, and the sad part is they have never had any rights themselves. Now, I want you to understand this, and you guys to understand that the second threat, worst threat to the black man is the coon black man. Okay, now
Speak that, brother.
we have black men today who we got to worry about more than we have to worry about the white man. Because you see, when I told people about the first thing that we think of is Uncle Tom, and we think of that name Uncle Tom, but Uncle Tom saved 100 slaves. Uncle Tom was not the threat; it was Sambo. And see, when Sambo said, he said, Master, he said, "Are you sick? I'm sick too, Master." See, that's the biggest threat in the world when you have a guy when you have your own that will turn on you in the nick of the dime. And we got racism in our own community when it comes to. I come from a family. My brother, I'm the light skinned. My brothers, we like chocolate and vanilla. Okay, well, and I like to say I had a little bit more privilege in my own family than my brother because of my light skin. But I like to say I'm more rootless than my dark-skinned brother because I'm the one who would do the most. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is until we educate each other about these little topics that I'm speaking and these things that they're doing, they're passing laws, certain things. The chickens are coming home to roost. We ain't got to worry no more, world. The chicken, the time of us being, 400 years of slavery is no more. It's abolished. It's gone. So we got to stop moping. And what I love about my brother Wurld talks about the fact that, he likes Trump. It's not that he liked Trump personally. He like how Trump, how he moves. And the thing what I'm trying, yes, and how he's not afraid to talk and say the things in his base. But I'm not I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of none of these politicians. Okay, I'm not. Yes, but I will tell you this. What I like about this show, he has a world show diversity. He shows diversity. He shows that. And when Nature Boy came on that time and said that all he does is talk about him, he needs to tune in and actually see the real things that goes on this panel. And you gave me a voice several times, my brother. I just want to thank you, man, because I don't believe the stuff that they say about you, brother. I really believe that fuck the past, man. The stuff that we've done in our past, we could talk about a lot of. The only thing is with people who got caught. Everybody got a pass. And I'm just so sick and tired of people trying to come at this man who's actually doing righteous things now. Oh, the fuck is past. Stop talking about that stuff. What about who are you now? Who the person who you are now? You ain't got to worry about nobody. Because like I said, the Beam Team got your back. All these great people got your back. And like I said, y'all got to excuse me. I've been choking on some coffee. But I've been up all night long. I'm a truck driver. And I just appreciate this panel. And I'm going to sit back and I'm be quiet because I enjoy stuff like this. I enjoy it.
Yeah, and in World, your Beam Team, man, you got a lot of righteous people on your team. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how many numbers it is. That stuff don't matter. It's quality over quantity. And what you got going on right now, can't nobody mess with that. And that's why they try to say this, try to say that. That man, everybody got a pass. Tell me one person that don't got something that they regret or wish they hadn't did before. Fuck all that. It's what you doing now in this time. And what you doing ain't nobody else doing. And we just really appreciate that. And we got your back to the fullest. So I just wanted to co-sign on that.
Salute to you, Peanut, for being out here driving them trucks in this crazy ass time. My husband's a truck driver too.
Yeah. It wasn't the first thing that I chose in my life. I was a manager running Kmart's and Sears. I was doing a lot of great things in my life, and we lost the contract, and I ended up having a man don't work, he don't eat. It's just what it is. And I have 4 sons. I have a wife. And I believe in the old ways. Okay, I'm very, very much old school. Okay, so I believe in the old ways. I'm 45 years old. I'm not trying to be 25. I want you to understand with age, it comes wisdom. As you grow, you're not the same person that you was 5 years ago. And if you have not evolved from that person that you was 5 years ago, you're not growing. We all have a past. We all done crazy stuff. But if you have not grown from 5 years, you will never grow. And that's something that we have to understand. We all better than what we was. And we got to give each other a chance. We got to believe in something. And if we don't believe in each other, that's what's wrong with our people that I get morally upset about, is the fact that you see Jewish people you see the Vietnamese, you see white people, and you see all the other cultures. They tend to stick together no matter what. They could be the you know, they're not going to show they sick out on the front line. They're not going to be embarrassed. They're not going to show the man with the teeth in his mouth missing. They're going to show their best. And we got to come together as a nation of people that whether you are African, whether you are Aborigine, like I claim myself to be, whether you are, you know, whoever you are in melanated skin, that you are loved. And we got to stop breaking each other and start coming together. And at the end of the day, and what I like about my brother Wurld is the fact that he goes at these predators' neck. He goes at their neck. So let them, you know, and you were brought here to do the will of the Most High, and it is what it is. Did you know that Malcolm X, and I know that you a Muslim World, did you know that Malcolm X was a junkie? He was this and that and this, but he was called to lead the people. Nobody cared about his days of being red. Them days of we all remember Malcolm X as a leader. And that's what we need around here. We need leaders. And at the end of the day, like I said, we have to evolve to the people that we are today. And I'm going to be quiet.
And just adding on to that, I don't know if y'all seen these videos on Instagram, but I was so happy to see this. It was a march. They was all in black, fully artillerated, walking through Georgia. I'm talking about it was like at least 1,000 of them. You know, all the men in the front, the women in the back, all dressed in black, AKs or whatever they had on them. And they marched through the most racist ass area in Georgia. They did like I don't know how long of a march, but it looked like military style. And man, that just made my heart melt. That made me so
I checked
happy.
it out. I checked it out.
Yeah, that made me so happy. And World, I don't know about I don't know if you probably know who 19 Keys is. I don't know if you do or not, but I seen a video on him where he had just a bunch of street dudes. He had about 50 of them, and he started training them. He had them in line. Because I was in the military, so I already know all military style, how you do stuff. He was training them the exact same way. Everybody from short to tall.
Let me show you something. That right there. And I don't mean to take away from what you're saying, but never get caught up in that right there, because this is all imagery, okay? We need a deeper form of training. We need a training where collectively we're not seen, but we're all together, being able to track the people that are doing some of the most despicable things, some of the most heinous crimes. That's the focal point right now. See, anybody can get out here with a group of people, stand and walk any damn well. That's exactly what everybody did at that day. I'm looking for those same individuals to get behind the scenes, and let's do some investigation on this said date when this child went missing. Now, when they start doing that, that's when people like me, I'm gonna be lending my services over to them, and I'm gonna say, well, hey, I can help you. Now, if you want to find who you looking for, you see who you looking for. You see, that ain't trolling this. I help you find them. You want to know where they at? Go over there and bust them up. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I like them guys like Frank Nitty up there in Milwaukee, when they felt like, at that house, where those children were being held at, they actually put in the footwork and went over there. See, that's how you spark the movement. You don't spark the movement going and breaking out in the windows and stuff like that and carrying on. You spark the movement to say, hey, let's all get together and let's go look. Let's take a deeper look into this. There was a time when we actually policed our own communities, you see, but now we have law enforcement that are doing that. But we could easily do it right now. People just don't want to. They just don't want to. We have to be a hell of a lot more aware of what's going on in our neighborhoods and who these people are that are just coming through. All these different type of vehicles and stuff that are coming around. If you work at a business and you know that it's a vehicle that you haven't seen before, hell yeah, you got to be nosy and be peeking all about the damn window and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of stuff that's going on. And if you see somebody in a damn U-Haul, and I'm just putting it out there. I ain't trying to get you hit or whatever. Hold on. Can you mute up for a second, exclusive? Because I think your phone, your connection is, that's what it. Okay, hold on for a second. Now what I was saying was, like, if you see a U-Haul truck anywhere and they just so happen to be moving some stuff or whatever. Now, if you see a motherfucking Wayfair box up in that gym tank, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to be notes. I ain't telling you to try to get too close and all that stuff right there, because I don't want you to get in trouble or whatever. But definitely alert someone with what's going on. You see somebody with a discarded box in their trash can and they got Wayfair on. That's right. Pay attention to it. We supposed to pay attention. I'd rather for you be nosy about something that's actually going to take away from children continuing to be missing, as opposed to being nosy and messy for the things that don't mean shit. You might well go all the way in. You're gonna dox. Okay, let's dox some kidnappers. Let's go dox some child abductors and stuff like that. You went
Hell
to the
yeah.
go do that. Dox with me then. I'll show you how to do it. You know, that's
And
what
I be
it's about.
doing that too.
Uh-huh,
I be
that's
following
right.
them white vans. I be following when I see them on the road. I be following them just to see where they finna turn at. I had that shit happen to me. Matter of fact, when I was living in San Antonio, I don't know if y'all know about San Antonio, but it's on the I think it's the north side. It's a Mercedes-Benz dealership right by the Riverwalk. So I lived in an apartment complex right across the street. Like walking distance, so I could, that's where I worked at. So my car had broke down, so I was walking, and I used to take a little cut, like an alleyway to get there quicker. And one time I had this white van pull right up on me with some Mexicans trying to get my ass. Man, I ran so fucking fast because I'm a track star. I used to run track and stuff. I ran so fucking fast, and I didn't go to my apartment because I didn't want them to know where I lived at. You know what I'm saying? But I should have got the license number, but I was so scared, I just dipped the hell off. But I know for a fact because that shit almost happened to me, and this was like 5 years ago. So that's why ever since then, when the whole white van thing started coming out, I've been known about that shit because that shit almost happened to me.
That white van a fool. That white van a fool. I bet you. Hey, that's something that stuck with you a long time too. That damn white van.
That shit ain't never gonna leave me. That shit ain't never gonna leave me.
Let me tell you right now. In what was this? Was it 2017? I don't even know what year that was, but I think it was 2017. Yeah, it was 2018. Okay, yeah, 2018. Right. I'm in St. Louis, right? And this before I knew anything about St. Louis. So I just was sitting outside on the stoops. I was smoking my old Black and Merrill and stuff. I was sitting there chilling or whatever. It's about like 12:30. You know what I'm saying? So I see this girl come out the building, and the way she dressed, I was like, damn, what? I was like, yo, what the hell? I look right with nobody outside. I was like, where is she dressed up? Where is she going? She walked down the steps. So I got up. I was like, man, I'm about to just speak or something like this. I just want to see what this is. So I stood up. She walked and looked. She had the horse blinders on. And she walked straight over to this car, opened the door, got in it, left the car, rode around the block. I sat back down, thought about that thing. I got up and get ready to go in the house, man. About like 10 minutes later, right? She pulled right back up in the same car, got out, walked backwards, not backwards, but walked the opposite direction and got in another car. And I said, damn. I was like, this is an elaborate operation. I didn't just look at it like she was selling cootie. I was like, damn, good. I was like, wow, so this is going down under the radar like this, that people are parking in certain spots and people are just, strategically walking out. They choreographing, walking out and then just disappearing again and coming back. And I started thinking, like, what if this was a child and it was this time of the night and that person was hand in hand with a child? Would that look awkward? Would that look weird? No, the fuck that it wouldn't. It'll look like it was a mother late at night going some damn well. And that's what's been going on from Texas and California, and that's how those children are winding up in Hawaii. Okay, you see what I'm saying? That's right. That's right.
That's funny, man. That's funny. It's not funny you said it because I was look. I listened. But I'm gonna share this with you. I was like 5 years old, and I was at City Park. I was City Park. My people was running with when you're having a picnic, and everybody's all like. Not paying attention. You got the family, everybody throwing out, a black family, how we get down. And I wandered away just a little bit. And I do remember it was a white lady and a Spanish looking guy. They tried to grab me when I was 5 years old. I could be not here talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for my uncle running them down, and they was holding my hand, taking me. And I was, and I'm a male. So you gotta realize that they're not just after the females, they're after the little boys also. It's just a terrible world, So we just gotta keep our eyes open for our children, they got some sick people, sick individuals that want to turn out these little children.
Right.
And speaking on little boys, one thing I found out, and I'm not trying to, I know this is going to sound kind of sick, but this is real and this is how they do it. And y'all need to know the real. When I was studying in on this stuff real deep, you know what I'm saying? The little boys is the ones that they really, really, really want, because
Correct.
supposedly what they say is that they the most innocent, you know what I'm saying? And they the most like, I mean, I don't know the details, but basically what it is the little boys is the one that they after the little girls too. Don't get it twisted. But the elites, that's like I guess the highest bidding, if you want to call it,
The
or whatever.
smaller male children or boys, so to say, this is
Even
what they
babies.
look for. That's right. In boys, they look for, and the main reason I want you to understand this science within itself, right? Okay, women.
Adrenaline.
No. Listen to me.
Mm.
Slow down for 1 second. Women have an XX chromosome, okay? Men have an X and Y chromosome, okay? So that means that a man has a masculine as well as a feminine quality about himself. For most small boys at earlier stages in their life, they struggle with identity. That's why we have things like sports and, you know, other things.
Wow.
I'm muting up, all right? I'm muting up, y'all.
So I wanted
And
to.
it also
Oh,
go ahead,
okay.
Nikki. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
that was what I wanted to talk about, was kind of about the like little boys versus little girls. However, I really, when you were talking earlier, Godmama, when you first came up here, I was sitting in my room screaming, "Oh my God, I gotta say this." Okay. So what you were talking about, the pedophiles and their flag and trying to be accepted into the LGBTQ plus community.
Mhm.
So on mostly what I want to talk about is on Twitter. So on Twitter is where a lot of this is happening, and Twitter is an unregulated cesspool, and we all know that. So things to look for the general public, for you to protect your own children. If you're looking for these things, they're not going to announce that they're pedophiles. They do like that flag, but they're calling themselves MAPS.
Yes.
Minor attracted persons. They're
Mhm.
either contact, no contact, or I don't remember the exact term, but it's either like pro contact or no contact. And if you go on Twitter right now, when I did this while I was waiting to speak, if you look up the hashtags S2R, that means send to receive.
Mhm.
And along with these hashtags, there are other hashtags, one of which is hashtag mega links, hashtag kiddie meal, KIDDIE meal, like children's meal.
Mhm.
Another one is Dropbox trade, Dropbox links, and there's a bunch of other ones. And a lot of them, if you click on the hashtags, it takes you to another thread of hashtags. And most of them, this kitty meal, and there's another one, BAKUT, and there's some other ones that I can't really pronounce, and I didn't write them all down. But they are young boys doing things to grown men or to each other. Pictures and videos right there on Twitter in the public for all to see. There's a meme or a poster going around right now. It's called "Let's Play a Game," and it's for Dropbox trades. People are sending links for their Dropbox where they're selling photos, videos, live streams of underage people. And this is all just right out there. And they're hiding in plain sight, and they are trying to be accepted into the LGBTQ community as if they were a legitimate orientation. But the only difference between every single other LGBTQ plus orientation and pedophiles, they don't require a victim. And they cannot be an orientation cannot require a victim. That's not a thing. You can't do that. So that was mostly what I wanted to come up here and say, was to just make people aware of these things that are on Twitter that you can go look up yourself. You can find.
You're awesome, Nikki. You're awesome.
If it's all right, I wanted to shout out a channel that covers these things really well, but I didn't know if that was okay up here.
We appreciate that information. I mean, I know I'm not finna go look it up because I got a weak heart and I know that's gonna make me cry, but I really do appreciate that information because I know it's gonna get into the right hands. I know World probably might look into it, might do a video on it, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, whoever do a video on it, but that's some real good information. We really appreciate that.
There's a channel on YouTube. She talks about these things like story time style and gives information. She talks about pedophiles on Twitter and just and TikTok, how TikTok is just awful. But
yes,
is it okay if I say her channel name up here?
I don't think World would mind.
Okay,
if he minded, he would have said something by now.
Okay, it's her name is Julia. Her channel is called Ready to Glare. And she talks about these things. So if you want to just like not actually look at the videos, but you still want to, or in the pictures and the gross stuff on Twitter, but you still want to know a little bit more, that's a good place to go. And you just click on her videos and she just kind of discusses it. So I think that's a good place to get some information.
It's all definitely out here.
Yeah, thank you for the information.
Okay, that was really all I wanted to say. Yeah, Julia, it's Ready to Glare, GLARE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, that was all. I just wanted to make sure I got that information out for everybody. So I'm good now. See you later.
Thank you.
Peace, sister. Thank you so much for that information. God bless you.
Well, y'all think I want to ask you a question. Y'all think I don't know if y'all remember I not want to bring Nature Boy up again, but I when I think about y'all talking about these topics, I think about some of the sick people that follow him. And I think about two young men that came to my mind. That one was looked like he was mentally retarded. He was this young brother was a little dark skinned brother. He was talking big eyes, and he looked like he was on drugs or something. I don't know what, but he
says he has schizophrenia.
Yes, and I think about some of the sickening things that he was saying, and that he does, and now he's on his own, and he says that he want a man and a woman and all this other stuff. But these are the things that we got. This is why Nature Boy is dangerous. And then we had another young man who was admitting that he had touched children when they were little. And Nature Boy was sitting up there entertaining the conversation, and the young man was talking about he had messed with his children. I mean, his brothers and sisters or something that was like babies and whatever. And I just think, this is why that this man has to be shut down. I don't think he realized that, what he's doing and how hurtful and harmful he is to the community, because that's two brothers, young brothers, that I think that he just amen to, like, oh, it's okay and everything. And her people loves to be hurt. Her people loves to be hurt. And I'm just telling you, I just find that the man is very dangerous. And World, please stay on his neck. Don't leave time.
Oh no, I won't, brother. I won't. I got you. Trust me. I got you. When you say it, trust me, it's not only heard, but it's heartfelt, okay?
Yeah, I remember those videos he's talking about. And
let me
go ahead.
Let me ask you though, Peanut, like on some G stuff, right? All right, because I don't know if you missed the live stream where I showed that brother. His name is Jeremiah.
Right.
Did you miss that?
I did miss it.
You seen that one?
You know what? No. I did see it. I did see that.
Okay. Word. Okay, because I reached out to him and everything, man. And it's like, it's one of those things, like I was stating earlier about I Can't Breathe, that I was telling exclusive, like just kind of cancel that out, cancel the Black Lives Matter thing and all that. Those are all mantras within itself. That's why when you see people that leave away from this dude and you think that they've changed and, oh yeah, I'm glad that they did this and did that, etc. And you have these bogus channels that be pumping and hyping this old bull crap up or whatever, right? No, man, they up under a spell. It's beyond sickness, right? Okay, and that's what has happened even with him within itself. See, he's sick and don't even know that he's sick, okay? Now, if a person got HIV and they don't went to the hospital and all that stuff or whatever, yeah, they sick. They've been diagnosed. Okay, that is exactly what it is. But when you're sick and you don't know that you're sick, psychologically, you've been manipulated, you've been used, you've been tricked into constantly, repetitiously saying a mantra that has then now became your life. This is the after effect. This is what you see. Somebody like him. And see, Nature Boy is just like, he's small on the totem pole. See, when I start talking about this stuff, we can engage even more people. Nature Boy is just the entertainment. That's all he is. See, I'm not entertained by Wayfair or none of this pedophilianism. I'm not into this child exploitationism. I'm not against any of these crimes that are taking place. Indeed. So I follow you, and best believe I'm gonna stay on them there.
Yeah, because I sit there and I think about what you're talking about. You know, it's you know, man, I got 4 boys, man, and I can imagine if they didn't have me, you know what I'm saying, growing up in their life or whatever. And, you know, my wife had to stop on Instagram when my son had made a page. We didn't even know he had a page. And there was this this guy from India was talking to my son on Instagram, you know, asking him how to speak English and talking to him like he was a grown man. And we had, you know, I had to give my son a good ass whooping for that. You know what I'm saying? And not he was not allowed to get back on social media. So you have to, you know, we don't understand some of these things, and you know, these young men does not. And it's hard for a lot of people to feel compassion for other people's children. But when these young men don't have father figures, they don't have somebody with a, you know, a masculine type of, you know, background. They don't have somebody to lean on. It's not about trying to show you who got the biggest balls, and that doesn't make you a father. The thing what makes you a great father is showing your son how to be a man, how to, you know, it's just some of these things that these kids have not have had, and we in a stage right now, my brother, where the weaker vessels are being attacked by the demons. And that demon that you talked to the other day, that dude is a demon, man. That dude, anybody can't see that this motherfucker is a demon. Something is, man. Look, I get too passionate for this shit, so I'm gonna mute up.
Oh no, you good, and you supposed to be you know, somewhat affected by it. And at one time I was actually passionate about it, but the things that I was telling people, I was getting upset because they weren't listening to what the hell I was saying. They was hearing me, but they wasn't listening. So then when it started, you know, making manifest within itself, and people start, oh, now see what you're saying. See, that was one of the things that had me feeling some kind of way. Now that's just like people for years, like Exclusive stated up on how that she, you know, reported, you know, Pizzagate, various other sex pedo crimes, all of that stuff that got to do with Pedo Island, Jeff Epstein, you know, all the stuff that we've been hearing about, you know, but back in the day she's been talking about. Now that we are, you know, touching on it now at the Make It Make Sense Network, it makes it great because even more people get exposed to it who may only just heard about it. You see, now when it comes to Boy, a lot of people heard about him and, you know, the stuff that he's doing. Man, I even got a Jim Jank, you know, that I ain't even had a chance to play yet, of a guy who's actually the husband of the lady, you know, who we've been running the moves on, that told me that, you know, he's perfectly okay with stuff like that or whatever. He was like, yeah, I've been knew about this stuff all the way back then. Then he slipped up and said, yeah, she just so happened to be, you know, my wife's best friend and sibling, and it all started. I said, God almighty, but I ain't even got to that part yet. Just to show you how deep that wormhole and psychologically how that people have been, you know, affected and impacted by this stuff right here. You figured this? I ain't got a chance yet.
And one other thing, World, I wanted to tell you, well, 2 things. One, this thing I've been wanting to get off my mind for a minute. You got me so inspired right now, because you know when you go through your spiritual movements and you got life going on, you get real deep into something, and then kind of life goes on, and you know, but it always brings you back to it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I really wanted to touch on with this video that you just made, you got me so inspired right now to get right back into this shit. And I hope we can, you know, maybe we could do something, man. I feel like with the power that you have with your group. I feel this is the type of stuff that I love talking about. Nature Boy, we are, and no offense, Peanut, because I know exactly where you're coming from too. But like whole time, this is what really, really like gets my gears running. You know what I'm saying? This knowledge, this stuff, this deeper, because we already know Nature Boy and what he doing. But like Wurld said, it's even way deeper than that. And I like to get I like to get into that real deep stuff. Fuck all that entertainment. Yeah, we like to laugh sometimes. We like to cut up. That's cool, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, stuff
He
like
know
this,
that.
this is what I love. This is my passion. You know what I'm saying?
He love it too. He love it too.
And
he love it too, sis. Think about it. He be over here too. He be in the chat. You feel what I'm saying?
He probably
watched
ain't
the
in
channel
the chat
too.
right now.
That's why.
Because we ain't
Now
talking
he in
about
the chat. Believe he in the chat. He in the chat. That's he in the chat. You see what I'm saying? Because he be trolling. But the thing about it is, right? You see, he would rather for us to be discussing him. So that's why I don't give people that much control.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The video, you feel what I'm saying? Now, if I titled the video and it was about him, I'd be probably talking about him the whole damn time. You know, the people have a problem with that shit too. But it's about this, and we just don't have to venture off into that. People are still asking to talk about. See that though. Bottom of the top. Matter of fact, he ain't even on the motherfucking top. Because every motherfucking psyop narrative that motherfucking ran, I already told you about the shit. I told you motherfuckers going to Hawaii 6 months to fuck before it went. It's nothing, man. It's like this right here. I'm gonna give you an example. If I was a cop, a lot of motherfuckers would be locked up. Okay.
I think your mic, something wrong with your mic, brother.
Great research. A word. Okay, yeah, y'all unmute your mics. Keep your mics on mute. Keep your mics on mute. It's gonna do that when you mute up now because of where I'm at. I'm on 2 hours now. Yeah, it should be straightened out now. Let me see.
You straight.
Yeah, you straight now.
Yeah. When you push mute, it's gonna do that. Yeah, just keep it off of mute for a second, because then I'm gonna drop off, refresh, and then come back. But yeah, like I say, man, he ain't even on the motherfucking totem pole, man. And it's funny because it's like when I talk about him, I make an attempt to show people certain things that's going on and how he's doing certain things. And see, even when I back up off of that, I have people that'll come to the chat and they'll say little crazy stuff or whatever. And these be the people that's upset because I'm not talking about him. But think about how many people that's uninformed when I'm talking about him and when I'm not talking about this stuff right here. Exactly. See what I'm saying? See what happens? You see, there's even more children abducted, kidnapped. See, he ain't doing no stuff like that. He ain't abducting nobody, no stuff like that. He just a broke motherfucker that don't want to work, that signed the contract, that's out here entertaining motherfucker. That's a fucking E-list fucking entertainer. That's all that it is.
He just a small.
That's it. He's a Illuminati puppet. That's what he is. That's all. That's my word. And when I look at it, when I start breaking this motherfucking ass down, you see, what happens is he get views when I talk about him. That's just like if somebody come out here and they say Wurld News did this or did that or whatever. Yeah, they gonna get some views. But then after that, right there, then what? You then just promote it.
That's gonna speak for itself.
That's
all they
right.
Gotta do is click on your videos and they gonna know what's up.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right. His ego get the best of him. He really think that you shining for him, you know. And I do agree with that, because every time we talk the name, I'm gonna try my best not to even mention the name.
No. Only try your best only to mention his name when we having breakdowns.
Yeah, we have breakdowns, right?
See, right now, all right. I'm gonna give you an example, and we're talking about Wayfair. Let's think about one of the main ways that Wayfair products actually get to people. You might motherfucking say Amazon and all this other dumbass shit. But one thing about it is it takes somebody to drive that damn truck to get it there that's coming from Amazon, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
So that's what I'm saying. And being that you're somebody that actually drives trucks, man, it's a lot of dirty guys, man, out this motherfucker doing some shady shit, bro. It's some motherfuckers that's out here that's plugged in. I'm telling you, it's some motherfuckers that's plugged in that's getting past the motherfucking weigh stations and shit. You got shit.
Let me tell you something. Y'all gonna see me on CNN, dog. I'm one of them type of guys. I'm not. Look. Like I said, they don't want no round with me. I'm one of them people. If I catch somebody with a child, man, I don't know, man.
I wish,
Like
hey
I
yo,
said,
hey, this is my word on everything I love, bro. I wish you was driving. I wish you was driving from Mississippi or Charlotte or Alabama, like to Jersey and stuff like that. Boy, you would see some shit, man.
We
I
from
just
we
I
both
just
been
Shit,
came
man.
from
Mississippi.
South Carolina. I don't know if you guys know Eastover, South Carolina.
Oh
I
yeah.
just came from there. I went through North Carolina, went to Asheville, and
Oh,
now I'm in West Memphis, Arkansas. So I came through there for last night. I drove
okay.
all night long. Yeah. So like I
Man,
said, the stuff that I hear as a truck driver, and want you guys to be alert. I mean, during that time with this Black Lives Matter and all this stuff that's going on, on the CB, I heard a bunch of guys, racist guys talking about $100 a head to knock our head off and $50 to hit Mexicans' head off. So we hear a lot of the things that they're planning to do. It's just a matter of a time. We just got to be prepared for the revolution, and not all white people are gonna, they gonna have white people on our side. So like my sister sitting
Right.
here, that's gonna be down with the cause. So it is what it is. We just gotta, the revolution is coming. It's coming. Y'all ain't gonna be able to stop. Y'all
See
seeing it
us
already.
three.
It's coming.
Us three on here, we all got the power. World, you got the power with your knowledge, which how you speak, with how you get it to the people. Peanut, you got the power doing the truck driving. You can find out a lot of stuff, especially with this Wayfair stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could find out what really going on. I got the power as far as being in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Trying to spread awareness, trying to do what I got to do out here. To stop some of this racism going on. We all got some power and we got to
Right
use it
down
the
the street
right
from
way.
me in Mississippi. I'm born and raised New Orleans, Louisiana. After Katrina, when they was calling us refugees, well, I moved over to Bay St. Louis. I bought a lot of little land, a couple of acres in Mississippi. So I'm right in Mississippi with you. So at the end of the day, I remember them for Katrina when it took my house away. I kind of don't value materialistic stuff no more, okay? Because when I lost everything, it made me realize that life is more important than having everything. I got everything, but I'm not afraid to lose it again. Okay. So that's just the way it is. Once you got your soul and you got who you are, you don't care about the materialistic thing. I was on the top of a roof
That's right.
for over 2 weeks. I was on a roof. They was helicopters was passing us by, and that president was talking about, Brownie, you doing a good job. And we was on a roof. We had snakes and alligators in the water. So it is what it is. You heard me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I've heard so many stories about that since I've been out here, and it's just crazy how this world is. But one other thing I wanted to say, going back to the sex trafficking world, when I was in Korea, you know what I'm saying, for 2 years, you want to talk about some sex trafficking. I don't know if you know too much about Korea, but they got the red light district out there, right? And
fact.
they got these ladies at the clubs. Like, I was young, 20, 21 back then, going to the clubs, all that type of stuff. So we go to the clubs out there. They called Hajimas, right? They the
Mm.
female pimps. They the female pimps. They run the bars. And what they doing is they taking these Filipino 15, 16-year-old girls because they trying to get out the Philippines because it's real bad in the Philippines. So they get on a contract and they go to Korea and they go to the Hajimas. It ain't no male pimps, it's the female pimps. And they go to the Hajimas and basically they work for them. They give them some type of shelter, and what they do all day is take these military men and they call juicy girls. So anybody in the chat that's been in the military, y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all been to Korea, they call juicy girls. So they go up to you, they like, oh, can they like 15, 16 years old? You know what I'm saying? And they go up to you, oh, can I buy you a drink? And if you accept that drink, that basically means you finna take them home. You know what I'm
Oh my.
saying? Type stuff.
Hey, let me interject for a second. Now, what you're saying, I didn't even know what the name of that was, but I made a video a while back. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna retrieve that video for another stream, and I'm gonna show you where there was a guy. I don't know if it was I don't want to say National Geographic, but it was some alternative station, and they actually went there and they went to a spot, and that's exactly what they did. They went and bought the drink. I forgot what it's called, but this was in I want to say that this was in San Salvador or El Salvador, and when they showed us, they showed where the girls were kept and where they slept at and what their living conditions were.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
horrible.
Okay.
Oh
They
my
on
God.
I
contract.
follow you. I
They
follow
on
you.
contract. Yep. In order to get their citizenship, it's like they on like $1 million contract. They got to sell like $1 million worth of cat basically, and once they get, or however much, I might be wrong about the number, but these is underage females trying to get their citizenship. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
they
I do
send
remember
them over
that.
there. Illegal documentation, out of country is real easy to do some illegal shit. So they on illegal documentation, false names, everything, false ages, and in order they doing that just to get their citizenship. And it's so much, it's the worst. And with the red light district, I don't went down that red light district just to see what it is. It's called glass houses, and basically you walk past it. You know how you see mannequins in front of like a store and stuff?
Right.
These is real live women looking like a mannequin. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? And I ain't never went inside of one. I was too freaked out. I just walked past it. But if you go into that store or whatever is that glass house, you just pick whatever man, whatever female, and that's what it is, and it's legal. And these girls is underage. You know what I'm saying? And they got false documents, man. It's crazy. It ain't just happening here, man. It's
But see,
happening
that's
all over
normal.
the
That's
world.
normal. That's a normal life for them. That's a normal life. What you talking about in them third world countries? That's a normal
But
life for them. Stuff that we would say as a child. Being a 14-year-old girl down here, or a 13-year-old girl. That's normal for them. And that's sad. It's the saddest thing in the world. But it's normal for them.
and
I
the
hate
saddest
to
part
say
is
that.
the saddest the saddest part is it ain't the Koreans. It ain't even mainly the Koreans that's buying them. Guess who's buying them? The U.S. soldiers.
Oh,
The
Lord
U.S.
have mercy.
soldiers. Yeah, that's what they do. They get drunk every night. They go to them. They go to them clubs. They go to them glass houses, and then they get in them minors. And a lot of them coming
Oh,
up
I'm
missing
glad
and
you brought
everything.
that up. I'm glad because somebody sent that to my I thought that was Eliana. I thought for sure. I
Eliana.
look at that woman real good. I thought because somebody sent it to me.
Oh.
I ain't gonna say who it is, but
Yeah, that's the
sent
video
that
I
to me.
seen, world. That's the video I seen. Sad as hell.
Look like the
Man,
same
that's
girl.
sad. And it's the same name, man. And it's just, man, if he get away with this, man, I feel like we need to have some real, like, we need to get together. Like this protesting, we need to have some more protesting. We need to have some more stuff. We need to bring awareness to this for real. I know I am. I'm finna be on this all day today.
Well, I
World,
know
you got
one
me.
thing. Oh, man, I can sit here and tell you this, man. Y'all showing a lot of stuff that's under the ground that a lot of us wouldn't even be thinking about that's going on because we live our lives. We live our little lives. We don't
Exactly.
realize suffering of these women. Women have been misused throughout history. Women of all races have been misused throughout history, and now they're involving men, little boys, and little girls been misused throughout history, and now it's so scary. It's so scary that all this is happening, and we all got to look out for just keep our eyes open. You know what I'm saying? But it's a terrible thing that a little girl can't be a girl, a little boy can't be a boy, and they can't have a childhood, and they are put to sex at early ages like that.
It's horrible. That's
It's
what they
our
do to you. They
reality.
want their innocence. That's where they get they like you was talking about the adrenochrome or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
like it's like when you torture. I remember I read this thing about a cow. Before they murder a cow, before they kill a cow, they like to torture it because it gets the adrenaline. So the meat is supposed to be more addictive when we eat it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all heard about that before, but it's the same thing they do to these children. Before they kill them, they torture them so that so their adrenaline is real high. So when they drink their blood, it's like more powerful or something. It's crazy, man. It's so demonic. It's the most demonicest thing you could ever imagine.
I saw Dr. Sleep. Yeah, Dr. Sleep is a fool. Yeah, anybody who want to check, man, Dr. Sleep is a fool. That's a good movie. That is a good movie.
Hey, and I'll look into that and run that as well, because in the closing of this, because I am gonna close because I'm gonna come back later, because I want this play. I don't want the playback to be too long, because I still got to show. I want to show y'all another thing about Wayfair, and I want to show you about one of these weirdos as well, and the type of videos that these weirdos are actually making. It's gonna blow your mind right here, yo. It's gonna blow your mind, man. I'm talking about you literally gonna be like, what in the world? And yes, it's going on. You know, I don't even want to.
I'm backing off the panel, y'all. Thank you,
ready.
World. Thank you,
You
World.
got me so
Thank you.
inspired
I'm backing off,
right
y'all.
now.
That's facts. That's facts. Yo,
You got
man.
me
Oh
so
yeah, shout out.
inspired. You got me
Oh yeah,
so
man.
inspired.
Shout
You
out
got
to
me, you brought
Peanut
me right
Nola.
back.
That's right, and that's why I say keep
Shout out to
digging.
Peanut.
Keep digging. Big shout out to Peanut Nola 504, man, the chief for real. You know, and like I say, I know his eyes are already woke. You feel what I'm saying? So this just heightens it. So hopefully yours is heightened. We'll get some more material, and we're gonna keep going in on. We keep going in on.
Oh, salute to you, World. Thank you so much for this live. You don't even know how much you touched me on this. Appreciate it so much.
Facts. That's facts.
Salute to you. All right, y'all. Salute to the team. I'm gonna be in the chat till it's over.
Okay, bet. And like I say, shout out to Exclusive, you know what I mean, for coming through as well. Like I say, during this, we're down this wormhole anyway. Of course, you see that this is deeper than what a lot of people even imagine at this point. It's deeper than what a lot of people actually damn imagine, yo. Like I'm dead serious at this point. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and then push it to the next level, and I'm gonna show you throughout my findings, excuse me, what I was able to uncover. It's a lot of stuff going on. I know you've seen the symbolism and all that stuff or whatever. We're gonna run through the Disney Jim Jank real fast too for the people that don't know about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and then take it to the pharmacy for a minute, man. I'm gonna show you another way how they out here moving and grooving, man. Like straight up, like everybody need to know this. When I say share this video, I mean share this video, okay? Like real talk. Like everybody need to know about this. This for your grandmother, your auntie, whoever, you know what I'm saying, that's on pain medication, whoever, wherever, they definitely need to hear this message right here, y'all. I'm dead serious, man. Like this is one of the best gifts that you can give them right here, okay? Let's slide and glide, y'all.
It is impossible to make a vaccine that's completely safe. You
Well, yeah. Let's go, fam.
are going to injure a certain amount of people.
Let's see who the certain amount of people are that's going to be injured anyway.
Government is going to mandate this product.
Let me see throughout this official mandate.
No matter how grievous your injury or your child's injury, no matter how toxic the ingredient, no matter how sloppy the line protocols, no matter how negligent that company, you cannot sue them or redress. So there's no discovery, there's no depositions, there's no medical malpractice, there's no class actions, there's zero consequence if they kill you or if they injure you for life. That there's no liability. And for every medical product, the biggest cost is paying liability at the back end. So they said, now, that's scrubbed. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to safety test them. And there's no reason to make it safe because nobody can sue you. Nobody can do discovery. There's no consequence of giving you a really dangerous vaccine. With all those mandatory consumption of that product, it's a gold mine.
Listen up.
Yet a vaccine on the CDC schedule is worth $1 billion a year typically to your company. So there was a gold rush, and all of these companies rushed on CDC and captured the agency and got them to mandate all these vaccines.
Some of the technological strategies that they're using to create these vaccines are quite scary and unprecedented. This vaccine doesn't work in the way that normally we're told vaccines do, where you have like a piece of a virus that's inactivated in some way and inject that in, that causes an immune response and we make antibodies to it. They have to use a special technology So it's not like a regular vaccine where there's just a syringe with one needle and a liquid containing whatever's in the vaccine and they just put it in. This has 3 needles. So the needle in the middle is the typical type that the material would flow through. But the other 2 needles on either side are actually electrodes. And what they do is they generate an electric current inside of our cells. And this creates what's called electroporation. And what happens is that the electricity causes the cell membranes to create little holes called pores. And then the genetic material can enter the cell through those pores, whereas normally the cell membrane would be a barrier and keep the genetic material outside the cells. So they're using this technique, and they're basically, this is a form of gene therapy. So they would actually be changing the genetic makeup of our own cells in the local area where they're injecting this. And I think this is something that could be used for all sorts of purposes that we may not know about, because we don't really know what these genes represent.
Let me hold on for a second, right? Let me pause this for a second. Make sure that y'all get them shares up, okay? That's my word, man.
Remember, I was talking about the source of this genetic material is undetermined. The thing that keeps coming back to my mind about Bill Gates, he made a statement to the effect of, through vaccines and family planning, we could reduce the world's population by
You see there? See that population control jumping off, right?
15%. And 15% of the world's population is
Look at there. 15% of the world's population is somewhere around 1 billion.
Somewhere around 1 billion people, billion with a B. He certainly made other statements recently that basically we will not be able to get back to any kind of normalcy.
You see this? Look at here. We won't be able to get back to any normalcy, y'all.
Our day-to-day lives. And he specifically mentioned things like concerts or sporting events at arenas where you have gatherings of people, until every single person is vaccinated.
He's also talking about having like this vaccination passport or this tattoo.
Look at that.
Or this ink.
See that? What queen throne at? You see that, queen? See that, right? Let me pull it back, because I know queen up in the building. Wait a minute for a second. Let me go on back a little taste with the takes now, because I know she got the dig up in that right there. Here we go. Let's go, y'all.
Like this vaccination passport. Or this.
See that? There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that tattoo. I've been trying to tell y'all about that skin and that ink, didn't I?
Or this ink that kind of shows you've had the vaccination.
See that?
And that allows you, like you said, to congregate, to travel on airplanes, almost puts you in this high social score.
I have absolutely not one tattoo on my body.
And yes, there is this invisible ink tattoo, which I believe was attempted to be implemented on some children in Southern Africa, but was rejected by the people there, rightfully so.
See that? That's why I say, man, spread this message. Make sure that you do so. Like I say, man, that's all we're trying to do, man, is make it make sense over here. That's, like I say, part 1 of this Wayfair demonstration, man. I think I will close out with the other Jim Jank too, man. Like I say, this all that we're making an attempt to do right now is make it make sense. That's it. With all of this symbolism, all of this stuff that got to do with Wayfair that they're not talking about, the stuff that they done kept up out of the media that they don't want us to know. You know, we got to dig a little deeper. We got to dig deeper. We got to dig deeper, y'all. Like I say, man, it's going down. It is going down out here, man. Hey, look, it's too many coincidences right now for the Wayfair people to tell us differently. I am the first person that's going to tell you that I beg to differ. Ain't no way you're going to be selling no presswood items, right? That's that damn heavy and presswood items and stuff with the same damn names of people that's actually done went missing. So let's go back through time right now. Let's look at this for what it's worth. Look at the Samaya 5 shelf right there for $13,000. That's Samaya right there, who the chief was talking about, kind of look like Velvet right there. Look at that. $13,000 right there. 13 big ones right there. Just for that old cabinet right there. Look at that cabinet. What do you think you can fit in that size cabinet right there? Keep it real now. Don't play with me. What do you think you fit in that cabinet right there? Look at your Ritzu Castro, age 16. Missing on June the 10th. Think she can fit up in one of them cabinets? What about Annabelle? You think you squeeze Annabelle up in one of them cabinets right there? Look at that. You selling a cabinet for $11,000? An Annabelle cabinet? Damn, I never heard of that. You got a Kyla cabinet? Why is it different names, but it's the same style of cabinet? Look at Kyla Coleman. She was missing 2020. See what I'm saying? Do you think that any of this is a coincidence? You think people are making this stuff up, right? Oh, people crazy. Oh, people in the conspiracy. Oh, okay. I guess that's what. I guess that'll be your formal answer. That's your last statement, right? You know, when folks out here selling $10,000 pillows and stuff like that or whatever. Oh yeah, they crazy. They just over there talking to me, talking whoop to whoop. Yeah, right. But then you got people in Gainesville, Florida. That's right, arrested in teen sex cases and stuff like that. And you people are not looking into this. You don't know that people hire folks and stuff like that or whatever. Didn't I tell you about when I worked for Dave? Man, I worked for Dave, man. Dave used to come to the Circle K. Sometimes he come to the Circle K, then he go to the other little gym, little convenience store or whatever. But anyway, in the morning, Dave will be there around like 8:30 in the morning. Dave always be there. He pay you right up out the pocket. Matter of fact, Dave will pay you before you even start the damn job. Right. So why wouldn't you think that there wouldn't be people that's out here outsourcing people for jobs, that's out here abducting children? Okay. Hey, the Wayfair people got to have some kind of damn way of on how they're doing what they're doing and, you know, actually selling that old nice couch right there or whatever. Have all kind of thoughts, you know, with me anyway, that's just running through my head right now. Yeah, you put a whole person right there, throw the pillow right back on top of it, put it in the box, go ahead and ship it right on out. Yep, be on a transfer truck going right down I-85, I-95, I-10. Okay? Be all up there in Newark and East Orange and coming all up out them spots right there. Huh? How you think they shipping it from Canada? Huh? How you think these children going miss? They swapping them out. Swapping them out. Every time they kill somebody unjustifiably, there's a homicide that takes place. You better believe when that becomes a trending topic and that's news and y'all out here putting all them hashtags and stuff out, they snatching up children and you don't even hear about it. Like I say, you know, rest in peace to George Floyd. But during that whole time, y'all was busting out windows and stuff and all that. Y'all ain't talked or said nothing about one damn children that's been missing during the confines of that time right there. A psyop within itself. This is what they're doing, and this is what they have been continuing to do, family. But one thing about it, though, we're going to make an attempt to be able to make it make sense. This is the first portion of Let's Talk About Wayfair. We'll probably have a part 2. Who knows? Or we'll move on to something else. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody that smashed that like button. Extra shout out to everybody that shared this video. And an exclusive shout out to exclusive Celeb Media. Shout out to Peanut Nola 504. Shout out to God Mama, you know what I'm saying, for coming through. Nikki Crayons #2 for coming through. You figure deal me? And just speaking on Wayfair. Like I say, we will go a little deeper into this as well as other subjects that are related to this right here within the future live streams. You already know what it is. I'm your host, Wurld News, and we don't watch the news because we are the news. I see y'all shortly, family.